everybody. Welcome to Shop on TV with me, Rob Lock, with an E, standing in for Sean and Hayley tonight, or Shayley as they like to be known, or is it Benifer? I always get those mixed up. I think it's the first one. How are you? Now, listen, ladies, look, gentlemen, friends, Romans, countrymen and women and persons, we have quite a show for you because this is one of our top-selling products and product ranges, actually. Home solutions with Polti, that amazing Italian company that makes steam products, and that's about it. And they do it extremely well. In fact, they invented the steam generator iron. So tonight we've got a complete steam cleaning system for you, and we've also got one of my favourite steam generator irons as well. If you haven't yet used a steam generator iron, you haven't been ironing properly. That's all I can say. If you love ironing and like spending all day doing it, just keep doing what you're doing. And also particularly if you don't like the wrinkles to fully come out, if you like the wrinkles to be just like very faint, use a regular iron. If you want them to be gone completely and cut your ironing time literally in half, or be able to do double the amount in the same time, this is the show for you. This is coming up a little bit later on, the wonderful Vaporella iron. But first we have the SV610, and no steam product from Polti would be complete without a few things. Number one, a great price saving, because we deal directly with Polti. They're wonderful partners of ours, and therefore we bring the savings to you. Not £179, no! Slash it down £129, and you can spread the cost with PayPal Pay in 3 if you so desire. Just select PayPal as your form of payment at checkout, and it'll take you through the whole process. ShopOnTV.co.uk, or you can call us 03333 241 241. Can't do PayPal on the phone, you've got to do that online, but other than that, everything's good. Oh, and what was the other thing? There was something else. Polti, and okay, good prices. Oh yeah, Bev Hare.
It's me.
Hello.
It's me.
Hello, darling. All right.
Yeah, fine.
All right, treacle. Just do three. We'll do the European version. Oh no, the European version would be mouths. No, I'm just. Oh, hello. Lloyd, her husband's right over there. He'll get dead jealous. He will. Now. You are the known as, well, I was going to say you're famous, but maybe infamous for being the queen of clean.
Yes, I like to be the queen.
Or as I like to say, the doyenne of dirt.
Oh, yeah,
no, because it's not about the dirt, it's about getting rid of the dirt, isn't it? And there ain't now that does it as well as this, love,
there
is there?
isn't there? No, we don't like any muck left behind.
No. No muck left behind. So what is it? How does it work? What's it going to do? Why should people buy it? Very quickly.
Okay, Polti. World #1, in my opinion, the best steam cleaner you can buy. Also, this makes into a handheld one. Ooh. So you can do things like your oven, your fridge, your freezers, your cupboards, but also you've got a fantastic steam mop which will also do your carpets.
Carpets and hard floors. But Bev, I like spending £300–400 a year on chemicals that I use up and then have to replace all the time.
And I bet you don't use them, right?
Not always, no.
No.
But I don't want to.
No.
I don't want to.
No.
Is this going to help me get rid of chemicals?
Absolutely. You don't need chemicals whatsoever.
Really? Is it going to kill germs?
It's going to kill germs.
How many?
99.9% of all the germs and viruses.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
With no chemicals, with just H2O or dihydrogen monoxide.
Oh,
water.
Is that? Yes, of course. Yeah. Hydrogen monoxide.
Yeah. Not hydrogen monoxide, dihydrogen. The di is very important. The two, H2.
Oh, hydrogen is what I use on the air.
Yeah,
that was it.
Peroxide, I think.
Yes, that's the one.
Anyway, we digress.
How do you do
there are lots of oxides, yes. But no, H, hydrogen, and they've got two of those, so di means two, right? Dihydrogen.
Yeah,
Mon, one oxide, so H2O, water.
Ah. Don't you learn something every day?
Yeah, you see?
That's fantastic.
Every day's a school day, yeah.
God, I wish I'd have gone to school.
And it is actually one of the most powerful solvents on the planet, water.
Ah.
Yeah, what if you think about it?
Yeah.
What do you wash your dishes with? Well, it breaks down rocks, it breaks down all manner of things.
It does, very powerful.
Yeah.
We can, ooh.
And this is taking water and making it even more powerful.
Absolutely.
It's like giving it superpowers.
120 degrees. So therefore you're in germ-killing territory.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't like to use something that's as sleek and as quick as that.
No.
They like to use the old-fashioned method.
They do, because that's what they've been brought up on, and by Jove, that's what they're going to keep doing.
And, you know,
Good enough for my grandmother.
Yes, years and years ago, it probably was the only way to go. But The only time you get a clean part of your mop is when you take it out of the bag and you put it onto the floor. But the minute you put it back into that water and then turn all that into soap.
It's now dirty.
It's now dirty.
And now you're relying on the potency of the whatever chemical it is that you put in the bucket.
Yes.
But even still, even if it's killing germs, you're still spreading muck from the bucket.
Absolutely.
Dirty water all around the floor.
Because two of the reasons is, the thing is, your water wouldn't be hot enough to kill the germs because it's cooling down.
Yeah.
And also the fact is, it's not powerful enough to be killing the germs.
No.
So anything that you've left there, unfortunately, will lie on the top. That becomes a sticky residue, and then you go to stand on it, and what happens is, you stick to it, and then everything else sticks.
Well, you know the other thing, Bev, is that, and you know I'm a bit of a stickler for this, is that we don't generally, as a nation or as people, read the instructions on the back of cleaning products.
Nope.
So I guarantee you, the stuff you put in your bucket to kill germs on the floor, even if it says kills 99.9% of germs, you probably have to leave it there for, you know, like 10 minutes or something like that. You read the bottle at the back of the bottles. It's eye-opening. It really is.
Absolutely. And the thing is, you don't do that. You're always in a hurry. You want to get that done. If you use bleach on your floors and you've got pets, they absorb things through the pads of their paws.
Yeah.
You know, and then it goes into the water table and all the rest. This heat up in 20 seconds.
Right.
Okay? So now we are producing steam at 120 degrees. So you are in sanitizing territory. But
cleaning, sanitizing, disinfecting, deodorizing.
Look at that. But can I
Killing
just say,
germs.
that is one
Look at
Passover.
that.
Now look how dry that is.
And the germs are dead, almost on contact, aren't they?
Absolutely, because the killing zone at the base stays at 120.
I heard you say that the other night. I thought I liked that, the killing zone.
Killing zone. But if you can see, that's starting to dry now.
Yeah.
You've not over wet it. You've not got your floor all wet through. That means I can do all my surfaces.
And you've not spent a penny on a chemical.
No.
And here's the thing, really, when you buy one of these machines, I always say this, you kind of end up getting the machine for free.
Yeah.
Because 129 quid, you'd easily spend that in a year on things, something cleaner, all the different types of cleaner there are.
You would.
And then you're going to have to keep buying them. Once this is paid for itself in the money you've saved, you don't have to then spend any more. You own it. All you've got to do is go to your tap.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
But what about
Sorry about that.
really stubborn stains, especially on wooden floor?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you notice on the back, there's a nice little scrubbing brush that they've got.
Scrubbing heel.
Yeah, scrubbing heel. To be quite honest, I've not known any other steam without.
No, and to be honest, I've never actually known a time when you really needed it.
No.
But if you do come across that time,
if you do come across that time, just
thought
pop
of
your
it. Paul,
steam
think of
over
it.
for a few seconds.
Yeah.
And use your scrubbing brush just to loosen it, like so, and that way you can then steam it away. Now, another way to do it is just hold the steam over it for a few seconds.
Yes.
That breaks down that hard to work dust, grime. Also, with your things like Swarfiga, you've also got things like oil, engine oil.
Yeah.
That
Grease
sort of thing. Grease.
from the kitchen floor.
Yeah.
Fat.
It breaks
Oil.
that down completely. But this is on a sealed wooden floor, and that's what I say. You can use it on a sealed wooden floor.
And when it comes to Polty, grease is the word.
Very good. Very, very good.
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
Now, we've even got a carpet glider. So therefore now we
What does that do? Glides over carpets?
Glides over carpets.
Thank you very much.
But the thing is with this, because it's working at such a high pressure, you are going to neutralise the odours that's down there.
Deep down as well.
Deep down.
Yes. Right into the sort of the underlay.
Absolutely. So if you've got pets and you've
My
got
director and
that
producer just went, andale, arriba, arriba.
it's what we
What a
have to
pure
work
sense
with,
of
you know.
humour they both seem to have. I don't know where they get it from.
I don't know what they've had for their supper, but
I'm just annoyed they beat me to it, if I'm being honest.
Right, have a look at that.
Yeah.
That's where that dirt is. It's held onto that cloth. We're not going to be pushing.
But what I
it
love
out.
is you're not pushing germs around, because
No.
that dirt has been sterilised.
Yes.
Because it's had. Let's think of it like, please don't try this at home.
Right.
But when you get this and you put it in handheld mode, you'll see there's a nozzle that will fire out
Yes.
steam.
I'm going to show you
If
that
you were
in a
to
little
put that
while.
anywhere near your hand at the nozzle, it would basically.
Fetch the skin off.
It would take the skin off your hand.
It would.
You know, steam rather, is such a powerful thing. You know, I mean, it's so germs do not stand a chance. Germs, bacteria, viruses, spores, mold,
Absolutely.
all that sort of stuff.
So that bacteria that's living in your carpet, that's creating that smell, whether it's pet smell
Yeah.
or whether you cook, you know, curries or something or fish, that way you are going to destroy the bacteria that creates the odour in the first place. And it's so versatile. I mean, it goes underneath furniture. It goes around things. I mean, I don't know about you, Rob, but I mean, our settee is off the floor slightly. It's
Yeah,
on
yeah.
legs. I can get right underneath areas. But the handheld mode, isn't that a fantastic idea? Because now I haven't got to have a big cupboard to be able to store it, and I can do every room in my home, from the bathroom to the bedrooms to the utility room, anywhere, any washable surface you can use
Yeah.
your steamer on.
It's convenient.
Yes.
It's quick.
Lightweight.
It is lightweight. It's
Yes.
peace of mind of
Yep.
knowing that the whole reason we clean is surely to make things clean.
Yes.
And also germ-free
Yes.
and sanitised, particularly like the bathroom. If you go over bathroom tiles, you know that all of the splishes and splashes that from the toilet, and they do come out.
Yeah.
No matter how careful you are, if you've got men or boys in the house,
Yep.
you know, we're not always the perfect
Right.
aim. But also, you know, every time you flush the toilet,
Yeah.
it is known fecal
Yep.
spores are always expelled, and they land on the floor.
Absolutely.
So you
Yeah.
know, it's a peace of mind way of knowing that you've killed all those germs and things.
Absolutely.
It's true.
And
It's
it's
just a fact of
easy.
life.
And it's
Yeah.
so easy. I think anything that's complicated, we don't tend to use, or we probably use once. This, heat up time, 20 seconds, good to go.
Yeah.
You can go through all your floors. You don't need to go and find another attachment to put onto the bottom. You can do your sealed wooden floors. Not all steam cleaners will be able to do your sealed wooden floors because they can overwet them.
Yeah.
This is perfect for that.
Yeah.
You know, your tiles, you saw that stripe now that we did earlier is completely dry and smear free.
Smear free.
Smear free.
I don't want any smear campaigns around here, Bev.
No, not at all. We
No.
don't. We don't have that. So, but how many of your floor cleaners can you then turn around and say, well, I need to do inside the oven?
Shall we find out? Here's a look at the website, shopontv.co.uk. About 700,000 products, but if you go from the homepage through to our latest shows and click on today, then you're going to see everything we have in the show. There is the iron that we have for you that I spoke about earlier, which is no, it's not. Gee whiz, £79. Am I seeing things right? And we've got the ironing board, and our favourite vacuum, the Polti Forza Spira. And you might want to add in the Vapor Fresco, which actually you put in the front of your, what do you put it in the front of? One of your steam cleaners.
Yes, you can do.
And yeah, not this model, no, it's a different model. But if you're looking to refill, then you can get one of those too. Two 200ml bottles for £12. Right. Now then, we're over here. We have moved, and that's a mighty
It's a mighty
powerful
big one,
tool
isn't
you have
it?
in your hands
It
there.
is. So you're going to take out the handle, because
Yep.
now you don't want that one. You're going to press the button at the back,
Yep.
says she, and you're going to take that part of it,
Yep.
because what we've got now is the handheld.
Yes.
So therefore we can now go and do the windows, the worktops, also the inside the oven. You can defrost your freezer in 20 minutes. You've also got an extension pole, so you don't even have to hold that part if you
Yes.
don't want to. That just sits on there.
I like that you just hold the handle and then you've got the wand
Yeah,
available
and you
to
can do, yeah, absolutely.
But you do your Beb.
You do wherever you want.
Yes,
So,
you do you.
okay, right.
What's this going to do for us
20
then?
seconds heat up time.
We haven't even talked through, actually, and this is totally remiss of me, all of the accessories that come with this. You've probably seen little pictures of them we've thrown in here and there, but there are dozens of nozzles and sockets and...
altogether.
15, did you say?
15.
15.
15 accessories.
Amazing.
So you've got, this is a window cleaner as well. In fact, let's just show you very, very quickly. That is the window cleaner.
Oh, it's got a squeegee.
As well as
and
the
a sponge.
squeegee, as sponge.
Or you can put a socket over
Also, it comes with the socket, which are all washable. Everything you'll see me use comes in the bag. So therefore, you can use that to do your counters with, your kitchen cupboard. You can even do your upholstery with that. This is my favourite.
I love this
tool.
thing. It's almost magic.
Fantastic tool, that one is, because it comes with a little socket that goes on the top. Now you can do down the back of the radiators.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, one place I've got one of these towel rails in the bathroom. Oh, and it drives me nuts for the drips that go down it, but I can get right down the back and all the way around. Also,
It'll get, go on.
the back of the oven.
I was going to say,
right at the back.
It'll get where other nozzles won't.
Exactly. And
It'll
that's
reach
what you
those hard to get places.
So, what we do, we pop water in
don't know
there,
what they're
we
giggling
switch it on. You'll see it going round from the minimum to the medium to the maximum, okay?
They're also different colours. What do those denote?
Right, that one is for your wooden floors,
Right.
okay?
That's why it's wooden floor colour.
Yes, absolutely. But the thing is, it will not reduce the temperature. What it will reduce is the actual force of the steam.
Because if it reduces the temperature, then it won't kill
Then
the
it
germs.
won't kill the
But if it
germs,
reduces the steam, it won't wet the floors, which is very important with wood.
Absolutely.
They fault with everything.
They have. So if I'm going to use it on the handheld, it's on your maximum mode.
I see.
You put it onto there. There's a little button underneath with a trigger.
Yeah.
You switch that on. Little blue light comes on. I don't know if you
It's
can just
steaming.
see it. Okay, right. Now you can see.
Now that is steam. Now what did you, I wish I could claim, what's the word I'm looking for? Claim responsibility for this.
Right.
But it was you, Bev. You came up with this amazing phrase. If it can move a train, it can remove a stain. And I just think that's absolutely genius. And that, I think, really is Polty through and through.
It does. Now I'm going to put that on just to show you, you know, the versatility of this.
Amazing.
Look at that. Cuts through that grease and grime.
Now, inside of the oven, without those harsh chemicals.
Absolutely.
I mean, those oven cleaners can be really potent.
But just have a feel at that for me, Rob.
It's dry as a bone. A bone's dry.
Bone dry.
Yeah.
So it doesn't overwet surfaces. You could do inside the fridge and you're not going to be worried about sort of your doing any damage to it.
No.
But you can see, you can sanitize all the surfaces.
It literally melts.
It does.
Well, it does. Just as if you had that nozzle right up here, it would melt your flesh. It will melt its way through fat, through oil, through grease, through pretty much anything. Is there anything that we can't use steam? My director just said, great weight loss aid. If only. Maybe if you put steam on the inside. No.
No, please don't.
Please don't do that. Is there anything we can't, that it won't work with?
Do you know, to be quite honest, I've never come across it. I mean, I've removed chewing gum out of the carpet.
Oh, really? Hairspray. I get hairspray stains from sitting against the
Also,
sofa.
candle wax. It
right,
that
really?
out of carpet. It removed makeup.
So if you drop candle wax onto your carpet during a blackout or something?
Yeah, or, you know.
Because it melts it, doesn't it? Yeah.
I have to say, any washable surface that you have at home.
Or other times.
And I mean, in just one area, in your kitchen, you've got your windows, you've got your worktops, you've got your kitchen cupboards, you've got your oven, your fridge, your freezer. You can defrost your freezer in 20 minutes.
Yeah, you can even use it as a wallpaper stripper.
You can.
Let's go through, okay, what we're replacing. Everybody please join in here, because I want to do like a 10 seconds. Right. Let's name the types of cleaning product that we pay, anything from £1, £2, £3, £4 or £5 or even more. So, floor cleaner.
Yes.
Oven cleaner, kitchen cleaner, bathroom cleaner.
Window cleaner.
Glass cleaner or window cleaner.
Yep.
Which one? But I just said bathroom cleaner. Microwave, what do you call it? Stainless steel cleaner. Tile cleaner.
Yep.
Oven cleaner, did we do oven cleaner? Hob cleaner. Ceramic cleaner.
Stainless steel. If you've
Which
got
one?
Stainless steel.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
stainless steel cleaner. Grout cleaner.
Yes.
Upholstery cleaner. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Toilet cleaner.
Oh, bleach. You
Yeah,
mean?
like
Yeah,
the
for going around
bleach,
the
yeah,
inside of the rim.
yeah.
What's the one that does the anti-calcium, the lime scale remover?
Yeah. Yeah.
Blimey, let's think of any others.
Shower enclosure. You can spray certain ones on the windows, the glass of your shower.
Floor
Floor
cleaners. I don't know
pet
if we might be
beds,
repeating
mattresses.
Mattress. Yeah, but these are all separate bottles.
Yes.
How many bottles have you got under your sink or in the cupboard somewhere?
Absolutely.
Probably dozens. Every single one of those right now you could literally throw away once you get this. How much have you spent? Tot it up. I mean, you don't realise. I looked under my kitchen sink the other day. And even some of the bottles are things I've got left from, because I sort of boiled everything down to just using like Blue Magic and such.
Yes.
There are things that have been there for months and if not years, and there are still probably half a dozen bottles in there, and I'm like, I need to throw those away.
Yes.
But also, how much have I spent on that? It doesn't take long to spend £129, and then you never need to buy them again.
No. I mean, they say we spend about £350 to £400 a year on cleaning products. And if you think the actual window cleaner is actually dearer than diesel per litre, which is astounding if you think about it.
Kieran, our director, just made a very interesting point, which I suppose because it has anti-static properties.
Yes.
If you just spray steam into the air, it will actually make the dust settle down.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. So and
Which is
pollen,
very clever, yeah.
especially
Pollen and things like that.
spraying around the room.
Spores. It will. This is great on mould and even black mould and things like that. I remember when I had black mould in my shower in another place I used to live, and I bought this extra strong stuff just for it, and it was a very strong bleach, and you had to wear a mask and eye protection.
Oh, great.
You had to basically, once you'd sprayed it, you had to get out of the room as quickly as possible.
Really?
Shut the door in the room, open as many windows as you could to ventilate the place, keep it well away from pets and children, and preferably leave the property for a couple of hours before you came back.
Gracious me.
I mean,
What on
I
earth's
was
it doing to
I was cacking myself when I was putting the stuff on.
I bet you were.
And then I find out steam would have done it just as well.
Absolutely.
And also, please do yourselves a favour. I don't know if we've maybe later we'll get a bottle of something.
Yes.
A cleaning product, and we'll read the instructions on the back.
Yes.
Have a look at the instructions on your cleaning bottles. You will be astounded as to how you've been using them wrong all this time.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Honest, I know. And you'll go, oh, I haven't. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. Oh, lime scale.
Lime scale, okay? Lime scale is usually something that sticks like glue. You can't get it off.
No.
Now, if you've got lime scale that's been there a long time, put some lemon juice on it, leave it for about 20 minutes, then go back and get your steam cleaner, okay? With the little brush on, and it will start to break down the lime scale. And once it starts to break down the lime scale, you can then remove it with the steam. And look how easy it is. It just takes it away completely. I mean, you don't want something to have to put chemicals on, then you're going to stand underneath it afterwards. Now, I've just done that little tiny bit just there. So let's just take that and take the cloth and then just do it. And as you can see, look at that.
That is
starting to break it off.
That is incredible. It really is.
Yeah.
I've got mould has started appearing on because where my shower drips when I turn it off.
Right.
I've noticed I've got a little black mould forming on the shower head, which I've got to use this for. So look, this is a bottle of a very famous cleaner, which it says on the front. I don't know now, Kieran. Can you help me out here because I need some close-up work because my glasses aren't very good. Well, I haven't got them here either. They are very good unless I wear them, and I haven't got them here. So.
Yeah,
I'm not knocking this. I'm not saying it's a bad product at all. I'm just comparing. So look, that says kills 99% of bacteria, right? But wait, if you look at the back here, this is the instruction section. And I'm going to hold this very still. Oh, sorry, there it is. It says, can we read that? That bit there. I can't. Is that as close as you can get, Kieran? Leave for up to, do you see it? Leave for up to 5 minutes. So in other words, for this to kill 99.9% of germs, you have to leave it on the surface for up to 5 minutes. Have you ever bought a bottle of spray like that and not just gone wipe?
Yeah.
I bet every home watching now probably has.
Yeah.
And that's actually 5 minutes is quite good. Some are like 7 minutes I've seen. Floors can be 10 minutes, even 15 minutes. Wipes, those disinfecting wipes, people wipe great big areas. No, there's a very specific surface area
that you can use,
and you have to wipe it over for a certain number of times for it to be effective. Nobody reads the instructions. And also 90% of this, probably 95 or more, is water.
Yes.
You've got that in your tap already. So again, I'm not knocking the product, but think of how much, if that's probably what, 2-3 quid, would you say?
I would say so, yes.
2 quid, okay. And you go through what, probably one of those a month, something like that,
Quite
maybe.
easily,
you know?
yeah, quite easily.
But then that's just, what is that? That's just the kitchen. That's just for your kitchen. Even though, who came up with the idea of having a separate bathroom and kitchen cleaner? They're the same blooming thing. What a genius.
Yeah, absolutely.
What an absolute marketing genius.
Absolutely fantastic.
You pay twice for the same stuff.
Yeah.
Because the sink in your bathroom, well, it's very different to the sink in your kitchen, isn't it?
Oh, and certainly the tiles are.
I mean, really.
as
Thank
you
you,
might
Charlie.
know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, so you get the
Right.
point, right?
Well, the point in question is inside your oven. You spray a chemical in there. It says for you to leave it 2 or 3 hours. Who's got 2 or 3 hours? Because by the time you go back to it, you've gone past wanting to clean it.
Can I tell you a story? At
Yes.
a previous channel, in fact, the first channel I worked for,
Yes.
we had an oven cleaning product
Right.
that it was like a sugaring solution.
Ah.
And so what it did is it broke down the fat and it kind of expanded into a foam and then you wiped it away.
Yes.
But you absolutely could not get it. You could not get
Got
it
it
on
on
your
your
skin because it would melt away your skin just as much as it would melt away the grease in it. So you had to use very powerful gloves to.
And you can't inhale it. We've got your head inside.
Well, you can,
the
but it's not
oven.
very good for you.
That's what I say. How can you not?
Bev loves to stick her head in the oven.
Right.
She doesn't. She
So
doesn't.
something like this.
Don't do
I mean,
that.
it happens,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Get your steam. Just literally let the steam break it down. It dissolves grease on contact. That's the type of thing you want. A harmless water, vapor, heated to a specific temperature.
Look at all that steam!
Can you see how much steam is coming off of
Woo
it?
woo!
Now I'm going to just wipe that bit that I've cleaned, and then I'm going to lift that up, and you can see that's the
It's on
dirt
the-
that I've
yes.
fetched off. As you
But
can
it's
see.
been it's not only been deodorized, it's been sanitized as well. So we had an email
Absolutely.
from, was it Ellie? Ellie, hi Ellie, thank you very much for watching. We appreciate it. So Ellie bought this
Ellie.
machine on a previous show,
Great.
and she says that she absolutely loves it,
Fantastic,
and she's been using it loads. Apparently, it's so light and easy to use.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's just like, I mean, to be honest, it's lighter than my handbag.
Is it?
Yes, a
Well, you
lot
should
lighter.
see what's in Bev's handbag.
Oh,
She
dear.
said it saves her a lot of time. I know you must stop carrying that brick.
I know. Yeah,
She's
but
got a thing about bricks. I mean, what can I tell you?
I mean, when you finish at 4 o'clock and you have to walk, you know, you never know, do you?
Oh, I see.
I like to come.
Excuse me,
prepared.
madam, why are you carrying a brick? Self-defence.
Self-
It's a self-defence brick.
Move along, move along. Nothing to see here. I
Anyway,
know.
now the dreaded grate. This could be the barbecue.
Yes, oh, let's
Could
have
be
a
the
look
air
with that one.
fryer.
That's
By the way,
bad.
these are fabulous for cleaning air fryers and air grills.
Of
the likes.
course, yes, absolutely.
Not bear grills. Air
No,
grills.
air grills.
It's his brother.
I just love how easy it is. And the thing is, it doesn't matter if I'm breathing this in. Plus it's
No.
steam.
In fact, if anything, it'll give you a bit of a facial while
It
you're at it.
will, yeah, absolutely. I mean,
We all have a good facial.
I'm 92. And I mean,
Now, and by the way, this is not a stunt grate. This
No.
this is from a real oven. It's real dirt,
this is
isn't it?
from Leslie's
Oven, yeah. And so basically, you just do a different.
And
You don't dirty it up before it's
No,
literally
can
come
you
out the
see?
oven.
It's starting to come off.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, just honestly, it just makes life just so much easier. I mean, things like it's really baked on at the side. I mean, it just breaks it down.
Well, it's
Chemicals
about
don't
what?
work that
120,
quick.
130 degrees. you see?
120 degrees, yeah.
I mean, that is hot. Have you
It
ever
is.
burned yourself with boiling water? That's painful.
Yeah.
Have you ever burned yourself with steam? It's just pain that keeps on giving. I mean, steam is hotter than water. That's why it's steam.
Yeah.
It will melt away anything that's greasy and
Anything
fatty.
that's it just
oily.
completely melts.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's how I really got into with steam. It's because I cleaned my bathroom with one chemical in the shower tray and then changed it and cleaned the shower door with another chemical. And the two had a reaction.
The fridge, do you know where there are more germs in your home than anywhere else?
In the fridge?
Yes, but do you know which part of the fridge?
Bottom.
If you part the rubber seal, the gap.
Oh, down the seal.
More germs in there than any other place in your home, I've been told.
What about using that then?
That's perfect for that. It looks like just a nozzle for getting into a tight crack.
Absolutely. That's what we like. You can have that nozzle in that direction, or you can take it off and you can
go up or, you can go up or down.
Up or down.
Points either way.
Depends whichever way you want to be.
That's right.
So, you can defrost your freezer in 20 minutes. You can also clean your fridge in about 10 minutes using just the power of steam.
But also with the freezer, don't they recommend that you don't, because a lot of people, they try and chip away the ice, which apparently can damage the elements
Oh, I
of the
once
freezer.
did that.
And otherwise, what's the other alternative? You have to actually put down towels or chamois or something and let it just naturally melt.
Yeah.
But with this, you can actually cut through the ice and take great big clumps of ice off, can't you?
Yeah, it does. It's just so simple. But not only are you defrosting your freezer, you're also sanitising it at the same time.
You're killing the germs.
You're killing the germs.
You're killing those gosh darn germs.
That's it. You don't want that. I think we ought to clean this.
I think so. My nice counter.
Yes. I think if you've got marble,
it's marvellous.
It's marvellous. Marvellous Marvin. Yes. Look at this. How quick.
And should we talk through some of the other attachments as well? Or have you got demos for them? I don't know.
Yes.
Whatever you... I'm just following you.
Yeah, no. I just wanted to clean that because it was...
Yeah. The whole system, 15 accessories, 2-in-1 because it goes from an upright, remember, for your hard floors and your carpets, but also to a handheld, and you get those 2 big pads for your floors and the carpet glider to do your carpets, and then you get all of those other attachments, including the extension hose, all of it, everything on the screen for £129. You've got a dedicated grout cleaner. You've got a dedicated plug hole cleaner.
You have, which is that one.
Yeah.
Also, can you see how the bristles are chamfered? Yes.
I love that word.
Isn't that good? Well, that actually, when you're cleaning, stops you from slipping.
Oh.
Okay, but also...
Hold it.
Yeah. And also, it's the same size of the plug holes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shamford Bristles. That sounds like a place in the country, doesn't it? Yes, I live in Shamford Bristles.
Also, corner. Right in that corner, especially good for inside the shower. And also the bath, you can get right up to that corner.
Do you know my favourite thing also for the not this nozzle?
Toilet?
No. Actually, do you know what it is?
What?
So it's getting around the rims, because I have around my sink, you know where the sink meets the worktop?
Yes.
Also around the hob, where the hob meets the worktop. Often there's a seal underneath, but you get dirt and fat and germs trapped under. And mine actually you can start to see a little bit of black bits of germs coming out. And this just gets under, because steam can go where water can't.
Exactly.
It will get under those seals, and you can
all the way
clean
around.
them.
Yep, absolutely.
Clean your seals.
Don't let that.
What was that? He's turned into Jethro.
What about? I used to like him.
He was great.
He was. What about your door jambs? You know, when you open your windows where all that dirt and dust seems to collect, and then the windows stick? Just use that extension one there and you can go all the way along. Also, in the corners of your cupboards, right at the back, I managed to blast all the crumbs out of the bed bin by using that, because it just makes life easier.
I mean, I haven't got one of these yet, but now that it's funny, because I used to have a bed, I still have a bed that I used to move. I used to have a bed. Now I sleep on a nail. No, I used to move it out of the way and clean the floors, but now I've got sort of a piece of furniture in the way, so I can't slide the bed around. And so it's how do you get under the bed? I mean, I know you do it with a vacuum, but a spritz of that would blow the dust out.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything like that you can use it on. But also do your mattresses. Now, you could use the larger pad for the mattress. mattresses. Because you're helping to sanitize them.
And would that work in hand? Could you stick that on the end of there, or would you put it directly on the end?
No, you'd put it directly. You'd directly onto there because of the fitting, as you can see. You can't get it wrong, believe me.
But you can still use it handheld.
Oh, you can use it handheld. You can also use it for stripping wallpaper. But do your mattresses, because you're actually removing the pollen that you bring in. You're also deodorizing those as well. Your bed, the boards at the back, you can also get rid of the pollen that sticks to that. I mean, just use it around the home, because like we've said, it will remove about 70% of the dust that's in the atmosphere in your home if you just spray the steam around the room. I'm
just hearing how extraordinarily busy we are. I'm not surprised. Steam is the way to clean. It just is. I was lucky enough, actually, if you wind back the clock to the mid-90s, probably around about 95, 96, and we launched Pulte on another channel, the first channel in this country, first shopping channel in this country. Still going strong today. Hello to my colleagues, miss you all. And as soon as I suddenly saw the power of steam harnessed for cleaning, I thought to myself, this is going to change the industry. And it has. It changed your life. It's changed people's lives who've invested in steam. It is completely, it's a paradigm shift in the way you clean. And I know a lot of people are going to say, no, I'll just go buy a £2-3 bottle of cleaner. But how many times do you do that?
It only cleans one surface.
And you breathe in, you breathe it in sometimes. It's not necessarily, I mean, look, chemicals are chemicals. It's as simple as that. You know, it's what you do and how risky or how far you take the risks to your exposure to chemicals in your home is up to you. But this is completely chemical free. It's great if you've got allergy sufferers in the house, if you've got kids, pets, just if you have sensitive skin. You know, you don't have to wear gloves anymore doing this because it's steam. You know what I mean? There's nothing to, you know, there's nothing nasty.
When you wipe stuff up from what you've released, you're not dealing with chemicals again. And
you're going to save a fortune. If you want to save money, not breathe in noxious fumes, not use caustic chemicals.
Just make your life.
Then why not? I mean, this to me, it's a no-brainer.
It just makes life easier. It makes it easier to clean. I know, you know, you look and think, oh, well, it's got to be easy just getting a bottle out from underneath the sink and doing this. But you've got to go and buy that bottle.
Remember, 5 minutes. So spray everything down.
5 minutes.
Have a cup of tea.
So you've got to have time to do that. You've got to wash the cloth after you've finished and all the rest of it. Where this is so easy, heat up time 20 seconds. You've always got water in your tap, so therefore you've not opened the sink and thought,
you have an endless supply of cleaning solution.
Exactly, And the thing is, you've got all the tools you need. So that awkward corner in the bathroom, you've got a tool for.
And you don't have to guess. Well, which cleaner do I need? I'm doing my grout today. Which cleaner's going to work on that? Do you know a fact that horrified me when I found out what glass cleaner is? Do you know?
Go on.
It's basically diluted vinegar.
Well, yeah. That's what my grandmother.
If you want to save a fortune in glass cleaner, get some vinegar.
Yep.
Add some water to it. There you go.
Or just buy a steam cleaner.
Or buy a steam cleaner, then you don't have to use anything. Exactly.
This
white, it has to be white vinegar. A little vinegar, by the way.
I mean, this.
Oh, look at that! That's really satisfying.
I mean, this I think is absolutely awesome.
It's like a magic fin of steam.
Yeah,
goodness.
It is. And the thing is, you can do down the back of your radiators with this.
Yes.
You know, I mean, the areas along your skirtings. I've used mine for along the skirtings. Top of the cupboards that you can't reach, in the wardrobes around the back. I mean, it just gets in all those edges. And because it's got this washable sock on, you know, you just take the dirt away rather than moving it from one surface to the other.
Can I ask my producer and director if it's all right if we have a little show to everyone about Freeview while we go over to the iron? That would be superb. But I just, ladies and gentlemen, look, I know it's weird, there's this dynamic, isn't there? We're on telly, we're here, we see all this, you know, I can touch this and I can see what Bev's doing, and they are legitimate, real, reproducible demonstrations. This is not a stunt set. We are not using CGI or holograms or magic or voodoo. You can do this yourself in your home, and everything we say is true. The only reason you wouldn't buy this is if you want to keep spending money on chemicals, ad infinitum, or you love the smell, or you know, you love just having all those chemicals in your home, which is perfectly fine. And look, if you like a nice smell, then get the smell from somewhere else. This is clean. This is thoroughly clean. It's peace of mind of knowing that every surface that this touches, the steam is killing 99.9% of germs, viruses, bacteria, mold, spores, you name it, all the nasties, immediately upon contact within seconds.
Yes.
I mean, not even seconds, microseconds. So you know that you've completely cleaned a surface. And as I say, if you've got kids or pets, or just you yourselves just don't like the idea of having, you know, germs everywhere, you can not only sanitize your hard surfaces, but your soft furnishings. My sofa now is 6 years old, and I hate to think what is lurking inside of it in terms of, well, there will be dust mites for sure. There will be millions of dust mites.
Absolutely, yeah.
Then there will be dust mite corpses, and there will be dust mite poo-poo.
Yeah.
And steam, it denatures the poo, which is the allergen part.
Absolutely.
And because this is superheated dry steam, it means that it is capable of doing that, isn't it?
And you've got the tool to do that.
And you've got the tool to do that.
You know, with the socket end, you can do your upholstery.
And
do
your pillows,
curtains.
your curtains, your mattresses, as you say.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the steam's powerful enough also to penetrate into the mattress.
Yes,
Fresher
it will.
mattress.
Yeah.
If you've
Doesn't
had
overwet it.
a young one or an older person who's had a little accident, you know, in the bed.
Oh, fantastic for high chairs and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're not
car
using
seats,
car
pet
seats.
beds. Like if someone's ever, if anyone has chundered in the back of your car after a night out and has had one too many, you trying to get rid of the smell of puke or baby puke. I remember when my son was a baby, and the car just stank of puke for the entire time that he was a kid, because the trouble is, particularly milk products and things like that,
They're terrible. Yeah.
The bacteria grows very quickly and it stinks. You know, it's biological. Any biological refuse can really stink.
Yeah,
this will completely destroy those.
It will, because it kills the bacteria source that creates the smell in the first place. So whether it's milk or whether it's something that's gone off, it will literally kill the bacteria. And that's what you want. But it does it without it affecting you, which is important.
And on that bombshell, check out your baskets and let's find out more about Freeview 89.
Shop on TV also broadcasts every day from midnight to 6 p.m. on Freeview Channel 89, with an even wider range of must-have products at market-beating prices. So, check your electronic program guide for the latest show schedule and tune in daily to grab the offers while they're still available. There's more to see with Shop on TV. At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way, from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1 and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at ShopOnTV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
So I said, don't shove it or it might crack.
Oh yeah, well it would if you're not careful.
Hi, how you doing? Welcome, good evening, good morning, good day. This is Shop on TV, and yeah, please do watch us on Freeview 89. Also, I'm not being funny, and I shouldn't say this really, but I'm going to anyway, because that's just me. I like to think I'm a bit of a maverick. If you tune in at midnight and there's something that you've seen or bought, or is not for you, go to Freeview 89, because we'll have other products on Freeview 89. Also on Freeview 89, we have a lot of products that we can't do in the studio, a lot of kitchen and outdoor products and things like that yet. So there is actually a much greater variety on Freeview 89, and also it's from midnight till 6 p.m. It will eventually be 24 hours. That extra 6 hours is coming soon. But that just means that you can essentially, you can shop wherever you like.
Yeah.
And if you love Sean and Hayley, who I'm standing in for tonight, then they're on there plenty. And those that appreciate what I do, I'm there plenty. We're all there plenty. Bev's there plenty.
I'm there plenty. I've got 9 hours tomorrow. So I'll be on my feet all day.
Oh gosh, I'm not. I hate being on my feet. My knee's getting better though. It's almost because I've been eating healthily for the last. I'm on week 2. I've lost half a stone. I mean, you won't notice anything for at least a month or 2 because I'm too heavy.
You looked a bit more.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I don't know. I feel a lot better.
Well, that's it. That's all
my
you've got to
bones,
worry
in my
about.
bones. Now I hate ironing.
Yes, I know
I
you
did.
do.
But now I love ironing. Why? Why? Because I've got
Because you've got a Polty.
Polty steam generator. Which one's this? Is this the Simply?
This is the Simply one.
Oh, I love
yes.
this thing. 79 quid. You've got to get one. Buy one now, regardless, even if you don't want it. Because one day you'll go to iron something, you'll iron with that, and you'll be addicted like me, I'm sure.
Why would you want to buy it?
I was going
Okay,
to ask you
let's
that
tell you.
as well.
All right, okay. 1 temperature sole plate. So you go from denim to viscose to man-mades onto silks and georgettes without having to change the temperature. Okay?
What's the dial for?
You can use it as a dry iron.
Ah, so it's purely the steam. It's nothing to do with the temperature.
The steam. Nope, not at all.
Why are we worried about why haven't we got
Right.
all those extreme temperatures? Don't they get rid of creases
A
better?
lot of your irons now, 2,000 to 3,000 watts of heat, okay? 3,000 watts of heat is an electric fire, so that's what you're ironing your best trousers with, okay? And we've all done it. We've all done that, caught it, and then done this on the end of the ironing board.
Of course, it's called an iron because it used to be made of iron, and they used to hang them in the fireplace.
Yeah,
Listen,
absolutely.
technology has advanced. I used to, when I grew up, it was a rotary dial telephone. And it wasn't even touch tone. Well, not touch tone. It was like pips, wasn't it? Do you remember those days?
Yeah, I do.
And kids today would laugh at those things, but we've progressed, right? Because now we have bigger and better and more convenient things. An iron is hot and it's heavy. Those were the 2 things an iron used to be, right? Because that's what people. It's the only thing they had available to get rid of wrinkles. But steam, heat does not get rid of wrinkles. Steam does.
Look at that.
What's that now? Now that no Muppets have been harmed in the making of this demonstration.
No.
What did you just do there?
Yeah, I've just put a hot iron on top of it.
You just left it on there?
Yeah, just left it.
Wow.
To prove to you, right, that its sole plate's a lot cooler, but what Polty have done, they've given you 5 times more steam. So
5 times. Now, Bev, we always scut over this. 5 times more steam than any other iron on the planet. 5 times more steam than any other iron on the planet. Unless it's a Polty. If it's a Polty steam generator iron, they all do about 5 times more.
Exactly.
No other brand has the amount of steam that these irons.
Nope, not at all.
Not one. Not even. Not one. Not a single
Nothing.
one.
Nothing at all. So consequently, we can now do multiple layers.
Now, Gemma, our producer, said she wants to get herself one of these. I don't know if she's talking about the iron or the romper.
Oh, yes. Well,
Yeah.
you can borrow the rompers. That allows us now to do multiple layers.
Yes.
So I'm not having to do each individual layer. Because we have 5 times more steam, that steam will penetrate up through multiple layers.
I would say, I would feign surprise and say, oh my gosh, is it really going to go through all those layers? But I know it does.
Yes,
I mean, it just, again, so that not only does it cut your ironing time down, because this iron will, in general, cut it down by half. This is cutting it down by 10 times as much, really, isn't it?
52%.
52?
Sorry, 53, but excuse me, 53%. I don't know what's the matter with me tonight, honestly and truthfully.
Do you want a stool? Would you like to sit down?
No, I'm all
Sure.
right, thank you, yes.
Now, Bev, you were the official measurer of ironing.
Yes,
She
I
was.
was.
She was sent down to the department, I don't know if it exists anymore, of weights and measures.
I don't know, it was a long, long time ago. I'm sure it does.
And what did you do?
They gave me an identical pile of ironing, and I think there was 5 different brands of irons, and they timed us to see how long it took to do the pile of ironing with each iron. And Polty worked out at 53% faster than all the irons that they tested. Now, if you iron for 4 hours, that means you're going to do that same amount of ironing in less than 2. So to me, that's well worth it.
Or if you're charging
penny.
for it, you can do twice as much in the same time.
Yes, exactly.
This is technology that originally was used in professional laundering services, and Franco Polti, of the name Polti, invented the steam generator iron.
Yes, he did.
So can you just explain, what does heat do to wrinkles, and what does steam do to wrinkles?
What heat does, it melts fibres of the fabric.
Yeah.
So consequently, that's what creates your high shine.
Yeah.
That's what does your damage. Now, steam actually relaxes the fibres.
Yeah.
And as you take the iron over, that gets rid of the creases. But the steam also, the fibres love steam because with them being relaxed, it stops them from stretching, and it also stops them from splitting.
It protects your
and the
clothes.
bubbling. Yeah,
I mean, when I
absolutely.
used to use a regular iron, you know, I talk about this a lot, and I was always very careful, but my work shirts, obviously I go through a lot of shirts. I mean, I tend to wear polos here, actually, but because you don't have to iron them. But when I used to wear shirts a lot, they'd only last me maybe 2 or 3 months, because eventually they'd have so much iron shine on them. And they'd also shrink too, you know,
Yes, of course.
and I'd throw them
Yeah.
away and start again.
Yeah.
So if I total up the amount of clothes that I've saved since I've had a steam generator iron, I mean, it's probably saved me several £100.
Oh yeah, easily, because it does take care of your
Yeah.
clothes. I mean, especially wool. If you've got lamb's wool or Shetland, or if you're looking at cashmere and all that sort of thing, it literally helps to soften those fibres. So instead of putting a hot iron onto an area like this, you've got that much steam. You don't even have to
Just hover
touch
over
it.
the top, yeah.
You just hover
Yeah,
over
if in
the
doubt,
top.
hover.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a lot less bother when you hover.
When you bother, yeah, you do. And the thing is, you are not damaging the fibres, you're not stretching it out of shape, but more importantly, what you're not doing is creating the bobbling that we get under the arms, because that's because the fibres have split.
Oh, is that right? I mean, this is it.
Yeah.
Remember, it's to truly get rid of creases and wrinkles from your clothes. Steam is what does it. Steam gets rid of wrinkles, and heat does not. We've been doing it wrong all this time. We've been doing excessive heat with a little bit of steam, like those other steam irons. You put a plastic thingy full of water in the top, and they put some steam on, which can help a little bit, but it doesn't truly get rid of the really tough wrinkles. Steam with a little bit of heat is the answer, and that's what this does.
And after a time, it will drip. So consequently,
oh yeah, true.
You know, everything gets wet now.
Oh, but wait, they have got a squirty nozzle, some of them, and that's supposed to get rid of the really tough stuff, haven't you? Know.
No. It's just
Squirty
water.
squirt, remember that little press down squirty squirt on the
Then it just puts water into it, and therefore when you put it away, you just recreases even more. Please, especially school uniforms and things like that, you can either lie it on the board and pin the pleats, or you can hang it on the hanger and you can do it vertically. I know which one.
They just fall out. They just fall. And listen, I always say, whenever I work on set on a drama or a comedy, a scripted television show or a film, the wardrobe people always use hand steamers. They never use an iron. I've never seen an iron used ever actually on set.
But this one's slightly different, okay? Because again, it's working at 120 degrees. That means it's going to deodorize.
Yes.
So therefore, you can refresh your jacket.
If you've got a sweaty jacket.
If you've got a sweaty, or you've worn an aftershave and you don't like it, you want to try
Oh, there's nothing worse than a day-old aftershave or a day-old cologne.
No, not at all. So not only are you going to get rid of those creases, but you are also going to deodorize the fabric.
And they just fall out.
Absolutely.
Like lemmings on a plane.
There you go. Absolutely. I mean, it just takes seconds to do it. So, all in all, you can do your ironing vertically, or you can do it on the board. But cotton, usually an absolute nightmare.
Yes.
Now, I think you could sort of say that's fairly creased.
It is creased to skullduggery.
Yes, it is. You're quite right. So normally we'd go and get the water squirt and we'd squirt it on, and then we'd get the iron, we'd turn it up hot, and
What
then
is that
we would
for,
push
though?
it down.
Yeah, but why do you
Because they used to think, because they put water on, the moisture hopefully would soften the fabric, and that way they would get rid
You
of...
mean they were hoping it would generate some steam?
Yeah.
Well, looky there. They had the right idea.
Oh.
Now,
Yeah.
see, here's the difference.
Yep.
Well, those other irons, basically the water drops onto the hot plate and it gets turned into steam. This has a boiler in it, doesn't it? It's literally boiling. It's like a kettle. It's like a hybrid kettle and iron together.
It is. It's got heating capillaries in that stores the steam in the boiler, but it pulls it through the capillaries. So as you press the button, you've got steam on constant.
So where's the boiler? The handheld bit's the boiler, is it?
The boiler's inside
the boiler's
here.
Ah, right, okay.
So this is so light. I mean, honestly and truthfully, I don't think I've ever used an iron that's as light as this, because the water's in the front. You can add water to this whenever you want to.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for that to cool down. So you can add water to that. Also, this iron is a self-cleaning iron, so if you have any problems with limescale and things like that, you can actually keep it limescale free.
Okay.
And all you have to do is fill it up with water, switch it on, and there's a button on the back of the iron. If I can just turn this round for us, you'll be able to see on the back here with the little symbol. You press and hold that for 2 seconds. That kick starts the cleaning process, and all you need to do is hold that part of the iron over the sink or a bowl.
Do you remember about 4 years ago, I think it was, right when you recommended a Pulte iron to me?
Right.
So I'd been doing some research. Bev had talked about some of the models, and there was one particular model she recommended. But I looked at the Pulte website, and at that time, the top of the range iron was, I think, $379.99.
Yeah. Good enough.
And I thought, and I looked at the stats, and it was the pressure of the steam was 6 bar, I think, which is a lot of steam.
Yeah.
And I went onto a message forum, I think like a Reddit type thing, and someone was asking about that because I looked for the reviews for this particular model.
Yes.
And everyone was raving about it, saying it was phenomenal. But
Right.
what they were saying on this particular forum was, to be honest, at 6 bar, it's just way too much for the average household. That's much more a professional standard of pressure. You probably don't need to spend the 380 quid. You could probably get away with spending, less for a smaller model. 6.5 bar. So you wind on now nearly 5 years. This is where we're at on a £79 iron. 6.5 bar of pressure.
Absolutely.
That is a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure, but
Under pressure.
because Franco Pulte, how he's designed it, the other ones used to have a great big boiler, stored all that steam in, you press the button, you needed a high bar to get that pressure out of that boiler straight up to the trigger. This now has separate boilers, so therefore it's storing it in a smaller area and it's taking water in as you need it. That way you can have an eco button on, so you are going to save about 35% of the water that you use.
So it uses it much more,
Slower.
slower,
and
more
also,
efficiently.
you are going to save about 39% of the electricity consumption while you're ironing.
May I, if I can, just say to the folks at home, if you're going to buy an iron, please don't ever buy an iron that isn't a steam generator iron. Now, if you're going to buy a regular iron, they're about this sort of price, 80 quid. Now, I know you can get cheaper ones, but, look, they're just pointless, I think. Get this, honestly, this is, for the money, the best iron that you can buy, in my experience and my opinion, because remember, 5 times more steam than any other brand of iron on the entire planet. 5 times, right? $79.90 down from now 120? I can't quite see. Is it 130, 140 quid? That's starting to get into the professional pricing arena, because it is. I would say this is verging on a professional iron. But for 79 quid, you get to use this at home. It's got more steam than you'll ever know what to do with. It will get. If you haven't used a steam generator iron before, I promise you've never ironed a garment properly. And you'll say, oh, Rob, come on, don't be such a condescending son of a gun. But I swear to you, I promise you, and this is my own personal testimonial, I hated ironing. I could never get the creases completely out of my shirts. They were always diminished. But no matter how hot or how I bought the iron the watt wars, you know, the biggest wattage I could get for an iron, the heaviest one I could get, with the largest steam chamber, never did the job properly. And I guarantee that if you're honest with yourself, as I was with myself, you'll know what I'm saying is true. You don't ever truly get the wrinkles out, do you? You can always just slightly see them. They're always just slightly there. Until I got, on Bev's recommendation, basically one of the earlier versions of the Simply. And it is, no, I got the next, sorry.
Yes.
It is, hands down, when I did it for the first time, I'm like, there are no wrinkles. It's completely flat.
Yep.
It did it quickly, it did it easily, it did it without ruining my clothes. You know, I spend much less on the clothes because they last longer because the iron doesn't destroy them.
Yeah, quite.
So at the end of the day, that money I can't remember what I spent now, but that money, it kind of paid for itself. And I actually really look forward to once a week, once every couple of weeks, getting the ironing board out, getting the iron out, and it's just fun. By the way, tell us about the ironing board, because you have to have the right ironing board with the steam iron.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Now, as long as you've got an ironing board that's got holes in it,
Yes.
instead of having a solid board,
Right.
that way you're absolutely fine. Because if you've got a solid board, there's nowhere for the steam to go. It will just sit on the top and it will wet everything through. You've got to have an ironing board with nice holes in so that steam can pass through.
So you don't have to use the Polty one, but I tell you what, I don't half recommend this one. I know it's 79 quid. Maybe you're thinking that's far too expensive for me to spend on an ironing board. Yes, you can buy cheaper ones, but the quality of this is...
It is, yeah.
Just, when you get this home, as I did, I'm like, blooming heck.
And you've also got
really
your
good.
nice section here to sit your ironing unit on. That allows you to have the whole of the ironing board to do your ironing.
Sturdy.
Yep.
I'll tell you what also, have you ever, with your ironing board, can you ever find the paddles right away? Nah. On the easy, the big paddles, it doesn't collapse down quickly and take your fingers off with it.
No, not at all.
It's just
Different
phenomenal.
heights, so whether you're short or
you want
tall,
to sit,
doesn't
stand.
matter. Sit, yep.
Yeah. Well, then be careful. Don't put your knees under it.
I'm going to say,
if you sit,
hot steam.
Hot steam.
But also you get this nice thick cover with it.
Yeah.
It's all washable. Don't be tempted to put more padding underneath it because you don't need it, quite honestly. Egyptian cotton.
Ah, yes.
Normally an absolute nightmare to iron, and I think you could sort of say this needed ironing.
Could you do multiple pillowcases at once?
Yes, you can do. I'm just showing you this one for your Egyptian cotton because I know a lot of people have Egyptian cotton and they find it very easy to crease.
How close Kieran can get. I don't know if we can show that there are literally no creases left in that. Literally none.
There isn't. How's that?
Can we have a little look, please, Bev? Would you mind holding? Okay.
Can I hold him up?
Yeah, and just hold it nice and steady for us, if you would. It's not just wrinkle-free from a distance.
No.
It's totally wrinkle-free, even if you get... Now, we're getting close up, way closer than your eye would get. There is just not... Because it's white, obviously, we want to make sure you can... There's just not a wrinkle inside. You can see the thread of the cotton, but no wrinkles.
No.
You've got to have a Polty to do that. You've got to have a Polty. You know, I believe.
You have, because if you want a professional finish, that's what you need is a Polty. Now I'm going to tell you a tip to do your bedding.
Okay.
Instead of doing it on the ironing board, go and wash your bedding, dry it, put it back onto the bed, take your iron to the bottom of the bed and iron it while it's on the bed. You'll do two things. You will refresh your duvet covers, but also you will refresh the mattress at the same time.
All the duvets themselves. Yeah, all the pillows.
Yep, absolutely. And that way, and it's easy. All you need to do is just press the button that's underneath. It's where your hand naturally would sit. It's lightweight. You've got a long cable on it, and it just makes life a lot easier because you're doing more than one job. Also, while you're there, do your curtains.
Yeah, and your nets if you've got them.
Yeah, your nets.
And that's got a nice lock on the front, hasn't it? Without
it has, yeah.
Which allows you to carry it around really easily.
You can put that into there. That'll actually take it. So if you want to take it to the next room, you can do that. Press.
Is that 2 litre capacity? Did I see?
1.5.
1.5. I can see the number 2 on there, but I can't see.
Yes, no, it's 1.5.
No. But what's the 2 sound on the tank?
Where are we?
2 minutes heat up time. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this wrinkly old
This is linen. Okay. Now linen is an.
Now, just for fairness, sorry, you've already done. Can I just hold this up?
You do that.
Kieran, should we do a before and after? Is that possible? Are you able to get like really close on that? Just the arm, yeah.
Right, we're doing.
Sorry, I just want to show. I mean, that is. It's like. It's like one of the old characters from The Simpsons, isn't it? But to be fair, let me try to splay it out a bit. I mean. Okay, go ahead and grab that. Right. So, would you do the arm
Yes,
in a minute?
Of course. I will. Let's do the arm.
And you've got a special
first.
way of doing arms, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm going to lie this one on the board,
Okay,
first.
fine.
Yeah. Some fabrics you will lie on the board. Other fabrics you're going to do it a special way. It
Right.
just depends.
Okay.
Okay. If I can separate it
Have I
out.
created too difficult a challenge for you?
No, not at all. No. No.
Not for a Polty.
Not for a Polty.
It's the sound of anticipation.
Look at that.
Sorry, that's the sound of anticipation. May I? May I?
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
yes.
Because
You may.
hold it up again. We're going to get just as close. He hasn't moved the camera. And there's your linen, right? So here's the before and here's the after. Look at that. Isn't that extraordinary? And all I can see is I can see the pattern of the fabric, the weft, but there aren't any creases in there, are there? Anyone see any crease? Genuinely see any creases?
I didn't spend a lot
Or
of
maybe
time
there's,
on
all right,
it.
there's one there we
Yeah.
missed. All right,
Yeah,
maybe one there.
But we didn't sort of spend.
For how bad it was and how quickly you
how
did
quick
it.
I did
It's
it.
certainly a lot better than, you know what I mean?
Yep,
It's
absolutely.
just phenomenal. Anyway, go back. Sorry, I'll let you,
Yes.
instead of me
No,
throwing
no,
these
no,
curveballs
no.
at you, I'll
No,
let you go
please
back
do.
to your normal demonstrations.
No, please
Yeah.
do. That's what, you know, this is what I say. If you have some idea, then let's have a go.
right.
Why not? Now, this...
We're not afraid. The thing is that we're not afraid of it because we know how good the product is.
No. Now, products that sort of got different temperatures. So we've got cotton, we've got a satin ribbon, we've also got silk embroidery. So that would 3 different types of temperature setting on an iron. Well, with a Polty, you don't need to change the temperature because it's going to go over all those.
Yeah.
That's where you're time consuming with a conventional iron. But with this, you get a professional finish in half the time. And that is what you...
The irony is, sorry.
irony.
No pun intended. No, that actually, genuinely, I didn't mean that. But the irony is, if you took this to a professional, they probably would use an iron just like this.
Yeah.
I mean, in dry cleaners, they have the really bit high-end ones of these that
Yeah.
go up to about like 12 bar, don't they?
Well, that's what Franco Polti was. He was a dry cleaner salesman.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
went around, and that's why he wanted to produce the same sort of finish, but in a smaller one for the domestic market. And it took him since 1978. That's when he developed it.
Wow.
It took him about a year
Yeah.
to develop the boiler that was small enough, but still powerful enough to
Right.
develop
And that's
that.
patented.
Yes. Oh,
So
yeah.
nobody else can copy it. That's
Nope,
why
not at all.
that nobody else can come close to the sort of results that Polty, because they have to work around the patent to get theirs to work.
Yep, absolutely.
Now that absolutely is completely and utterly wrinkle-free. Can we go close on that one as well, please, Kieran? I just want to, again, any area there. You see if you can find out a hairline wrinkle. I mean, that's as we're just
Nope.
They're just
Do you
they're
want
just
to do-
gone.
Do you want me to do your one that you like with the sleeve?
Yeah, go on. Show me some sleeve magic.
Okay.
That sounded wrong.
Right, satin
My wife.
is normally really, really difficult to do because you need a right amount of temperature, but then unfortunately you get just beyond that one and then it will melt it. So if you've got your lighter weight fabric, all you need to do is hold the cuff over.
Yes, fold
Okay.
it over.
Are you ready? And then shake your seam through.
Shakey wakey and
And
the
rock and
wrinkles
roll.
gone. Ah.
That's what you want.
Easier than falling off a log.
Yes.
And on that bombshell, hey, we're live, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have any questions, thoughts,
We're not, are
concerns, issues, please email us. It's been very quiet tonight. Where is everybody? Is there something, is there football going on again?
Oh,
is that what
believe
happened?
me.
So everyone's either fed up and in the pub, or they're right. Drop us an email. Come say hi. Bev and I would love to hear from you.
Yeah,
even if it's
come
just to
and
say
say
hello.
hello.
Studio@shopontv.co.uk.
Anything
Birthdays.
other than football, please.
I hate football. I shouldn't say this because I'll alienate the nation.
Probably
but it's just
I
not.
will.
I'm a rugby man, you see. I played rugby for many years.
Yeah.
It's a bit like
I
football.
used to like watching the rugby.
You know that story about the guy picking it up at rugby school, picking it up the ball and running with it?
No,
It's absolutely not true.
is it not?
No. They'd already developed a sort of game that involved picking up the ball and throwing it around.
I weren't worried
yeah.
about what the ball or whatever. I always watched.
But you know rugby is played by men with odd-shaped balls.
Oh,
The ball is it's a slightly different
yeah.
shape.
I weren't looking at that.
Yeah, we'll go to a break at some point.
Yeah. Now.
How to order maybe. I don't know, how do you order from Shop on TV? I'm not
Oh,
entirely
I
sure.
think. Let me think.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so easy.
Is it?
honestly, yeah.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV. Shop on TV broadcasts across the nation every day from midnight to 3 a.m. on ITV1 and STV and midnight to 6 p.m. on Freeview Channel 89. Away from your television, we've got you covered. The live broadcasts are also streamed on our website at shopontv.co.uk and on our YouTube channel at ShopOnTV Live, where you can catch up on anything you've missed. So, why not make it your daily ritual to tune in and check out the latest and greatest on offer? Outstanding quality, incredible value and superb savings with Shop on TV. Shop on TV also broadcasts every day from midnight to 6 p.m. on Freeview Channel 89, with an even wider range of must-have products at market-beating prices. So, check your electronic program guide for the latest show schedule and tune in daily to grab the offers while they're still available. There's more to see with Shop on TV.
Is it delicious?
It's just above freezing point. Our fridge is super cold.
Yes.
This is Evian, by the way, and it's the first time I've been able to drink something on the air and show a brand name and say, look, it's Evian, because we got these through Discount Dragon. 24 cans, how much?
Oh,
24 cans of Evian, yeah? 33.
12 quid, I don't know, 10 quid, I don't know.
Yeah, 99p.
You're joking.
Nope. Yeah, discountdragon.co.uk. We've got another show sometime. What were we today? It's Thursday. Probably next week. Will be next week.
Oh.
99p. Tuesday, I think it is. Tuesday into Wednesday. Yeah, Tuesday night into Wednesday morning.
Each or for the...
No, for 24. For all 24.
24?
99p. Yeah.
I've got to get some of those.
Yeah, they're not always there. They were on the special offer that day.
Right.
They're often there. But you save up to 60% on household, brand name household goods and luxury items.
Wow, what a fantastic
Yeah, check it out, discountdragon.co.uk, and we'll have, as I say, we'll have a special show. We do 99p specials every week. They're usually about 7 of them, so you can get about 60 quid's worth of stuff.
Right.
And it could be Coke, 6 cans of Coke. It could be a great big, tomato ketchup. It could be baked bean, Heinz baked beans.
Yeah.
We had 100 Tetley tea bags.
Really?
99p. So yeah, for about 6. Twinings, sorry.
That.
Yeah.
Let me know when it's on.
Yeah, well, just go to the website. It's honestly,
yes, that's
you'll never shop the same way again.
No.
You can't get your meat and veg, but all the dry goods,
Well, that's
cupboard
the ones
goods.
that take the money, aren't they, really, when you think about it? You go and you think, oh, and you want half a dozen items, and you come out with a bag full.
So you know why it is? I know this is not the Discount Dragon, it's the Poultry Show, but just for you, because I always recommend to friends, is because there might be a competition that's expired or a seasonal item and the packaging is they can't keep it anymore, or they've changed the ingredient, or they've redesigned the packaging or whatever. And do you know what happens like at the end of the Euros when they're finished?
Yes.
And do you know what the supermarkets where all of that food goes?
No.
In a landfill. Or if it can be incinerated, it's incinerated.
Oh, what?
Because they don't have time. They can't afford to store it.
No.
They can't afford to distribute it to food banks and things like that. So it just literally goes in the ground. So Discount Dragon buy it off of them and then pass the savings on to the
What
customer.
a fantastic idea.
Yes, definitely have a look.
Yeah.
Anyway, something that is equally as good as that, but in cleaning.
We can save money as well by not having to buy chemicals.
You're not going to have to buy any more chemicals?
No, not at all. No.
None. Nish.
Nope.
Zero.
No,
Nil.
no.
Null.
And now it's smaller and compact.
Yep.
They've given you more tools, which is absolutely amazing.
More tools than you can shake a stick at.
That's exactly. And the thing is, it's designed to be able to get it out and use it every day.
Yeah.
So, you know, that spill, or when you want to sanitize your bathroom, your toilet, 20 seconds heat up time, and you're good to go.
You don't mind if I just keep drinking?
No, you drink away. So, tap water inside here. Now, if you live in a hard water area, you have a filter that's inside here that will actually filter out. If you can just see that, you can actually filter
Yeah. Oh, okay. How long does that last roughly? I know it depends on your water.
on how often that you use it, and it depends on how hard your water is. Probably you might have to change it twice a year. Some people change it once a year.
Yeah.
If you're using it on a daily basis and your water's exceptionally hard, you might have to do it every 2 or 3 months. It just depends.
How do you know when you need to change it?
It changes colour. You'll see it'll go dark.
Right.
It's absorbed all the limescale and impurities.
I see.
And it just needs pulling out. New one popping.
Would it help if you put ionised water or
Yes,
or
you
evaporated
could put,
water? A distilled water, right?
Yeah, you could put distilled water inside.
Evaporated water is what comes out the end, sorry.
Yeah, you can put distilled water in, and that will help. But don't put anything like water softener water or anything like that, because there's salts in that.
Or scents, or essential oils, nothing like that.
Not at all. If you want to do that, then what you need to do, I tell you what, one thing you can do when you do the floors, especially on your wooden floors, if you put, if you put some of the beeswax on the bottom.
We're both having a night, aren't we?
You know, honestly, I was perfectly normal until I came here, and then I've just gone to pot. But anyway, if you put some beeswax on the bottom of the floor, you will actually send that fragrance around your home, and you will also polish your floor.
Oh, so you maybe could put a couple of drops of essential oil on the microfiber cloth then?
That's exactly what you do. Anything you want, you pop it on the cloth, or you just spray it before and let the steam do it. Yeah. That's the best way to do it.
Lovely.
Now, let's just go through.
I was told to mind my beeswax. So.
Yes, you must mind your beeswax. Definitely. Right. Now, you've got an extension pole, which goes on to the end, because you might not want to hold the actual thing, though it is exceptionally light, but sometimes you need both hands.
Yeah.
So you've got that, and then all the tools fit onto the end of here.
I just like it because I think, it's only because when we showed that little montage of pictures, the guy's holding it and just using I just find it's easier to direct the nozzle when it's it's just me. It's just you do
it's entirely left. Whatever you want to do, you can click that onto there, and as I say, all the tools will sit nicely onto the end of it. So it's entirely left to you. You've got some unusual tools, to be honest, because this is triangle brush. Now, you don't often get one of those, but think about, the corner of your bath, or where the shower doors are, the far corners that you can't get into. Really hard to reach areas. That's very good.
But it's not the shape of the tool, it's how you use it, of course, and where you use it.
Well, of course.
We did have a question, didn't we, about whether this will get rid of mould?
Right, what it will do depends on how long you've had your mould. If you've had it for a long, long time, you will kill the spores that create the mould in the first place. But the staying of what the mould has made, if it's in things like grouting,
Yeah.
or the sealant that's around the bottom of the bath, because it's stained that
Yeah.
colour, you won't remove that stain,
Right.
but you will stop any more mould
From
coming
forming. Right, okay, yeah.
So yes.
Okay. So that's when people use bleaches, I suppose, but you don't, it's only the colour. You don't.
It's only the colour,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
And a lot of the new sealants now that go around the edge of the baths, they have an insecticide inside, so
Oh, right.
the mould doesn't
Sort
discolour.
of an antifungal type of
Yeah,
thing.
that sort of thing. It doesn't discolour it, but if you've got a really old bathroom, like I have, you know, unfortunately,
Yeah.
it didn't
does,
have that
yeah,
in,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it can do that. Also, you've got the small round brush, which is the one that you will probably use on virtually everything, from the cooker knobs to inside the cooker to doing your fridge, freezer, all that sort of areas. Now, this is a new tool that they've brought out. Now, I think this is fantastic. Because of the shape of it, it's very, very good at doing your grouting in between. But also, you've got the bristles on the end as well. So again, think about the bottom of your oven. You not only can get right up to the corner, you've also got the bristles that will help to get a bit further round on the side of the wall of the oven.
Yes.
Then you've got your angle tool. Now you can angle that up or you can angle it down, whichever, but fantastic for around the rim of the toilet. Brilliant at getting the lime scale that blocks the holes underneath the rim of the toilet.
So that's your toilet duct. That basically
Yes.
is your replacement for your
Yeah.
toilet duct.
Now, if you use bleach inside your porcelain toilets, what happens is, unfortunately, there would be a fantastic amount of fine little scratches all the way round. That's what chemicals do.
Yes, yeah.
And then because of the scratches, it's also got somewhere for the lime scale and the germs to stick to.
Yes.
When you use steam, you're not stripping away that layer of porcelain, but what you are doing is killing the bacteria that
Right.
creates the germs.
It's also very important to remove the dirt, because otherwise, if you have a dirty toilet from you know, and normal daily use, shall we say,
Yes.
and you just pour bleach down it, you think it's all gone. It hasn't. It's just made it
bleached
clear.
Yes, just
Yeah,
lightened
exactly.
it.
By the way,
Yeah.
Lance has emailed in. Thank
Oh,
you,
hello,
Lance.
Lance.
Lance apparently watches us every single night, and so thank you for that. And in your honour, Lance, here is a steam lance.
There you go, Lance.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you've got, it's very useful, Lance, this is.
Yeah.
You can get into further hard reach areas. You can also get high up, and areas that you just can't reach to the back of it. You might have a cupboard that you can't get to the back of.
And
Well,
do
it just
nozzles go on there as well, or is that just for the? That's pure.
This is just purely for.
I
that.
see, that's
Then
just-
you,
that's an
you won't
attachment
be able
on
to
its
get
own,
the
right.
nozzles yet. It just gives you an extra.
Just asking, just checking.
No, feel
Yeah.
free. This is your sink plug, okay, for your sink, because it's the same size, but don't just confine it to that.
No.
Each of the bristles are chamfered, so therefore it gives it extra scrubbing power, but also helps it stopping from slipping. It'll concentrate on the area that you've given it to do. Now this one, I'm going to put this one on because this one is mine.
You're in love with this one,
I
aren't you?
love this tool.
It is very futuristic.
It is very futuristic.
It's like Blade Runner. It's Blade Steamer.
Yeah, but the beauty of this is it goes from both front and back. So whether you clean it in that direction or that direction, you can literally get rid of all that grime.
It's a double steam.
It is, it's brilliant. You know, down the back of the radiators, it's
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely awesome. Now, it comes with its own little socket, so that would go
Yeah.
on the end of there.
Between the fridge freezer, if you've mounted
Yeah.
one atop the other.
Absolutely. Depending on your Venetian blinds, be very
yes.
careful, obviously do an area test, because if they're the plastic
Plastic.
ones, they'll melt.
But if you've got plantation shutters, well, I love
Yes.
plantation shutters.
Yes.
You're lucky enough to have those. This is great for that.
Absolutely.
Or metal,
Yes,
metal
yeah,
blinds.
wooden ones you're fine with, but
Yeah,
as I
yeah,
say,
yeah.
the plastic ones obviously too hot.
Yeah.
But as I say, down the back of radiators, hard to reach areas, and all these
Down the back of the sofa.
Yeah, anywhere that you want to do. And with these little sockets, they're all washable, so they're reusable.
Indeed.
Then you have your last tool, which is the window squeegee. Also got a squeegee on there for the bird lime and things like that, because you can use it inside and outside.
Like a spongy type thing.
Yep, spongy one.
Oh, Jim has just bought the iron. Congratulations,
well done, Jim.
Your life will never, or your ironing life will never be the same again. Please, Jim, when you've used it, email back sometime next week, next time we show an iron, and tell me whether or not we were right. Because honestly, it's the only time I've ever got excited about ironing when I used a steam generator. I love my iron, an unreasonable amount, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It's almost inappropriate, the amount that I love my iron. I actually look forward to having an excuse to doing some ironing.
Well,
And my ironing board, because I've got the Pulte iron. I mean, it's so good.
it is. It's
And that's the best
easy.
iron money can buy for 79 quid, in my opinion. We'll go back to it later.
I have to say, really, I think they've got the price wrong on that one.
I think it is a bit low, isn't it? No, but you see, this is what we set up Shop on TV for, to bring everybody these great names at low price. We've got so much new stuff coming. It's been weird, actually. The marketplace is bizarre at the moment.
Yeah,
In terms of brands and,
Yeah.
and things like that. You know, it's a very unstable time for a lot of retailers and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we haven't brought things as quickly to you as we hoped, but we've changed all that. There's loads of good stuff coming down the pike.
Just getting rid of all this. I'm just going to pour that out. That is what
And
is
that is
inside there.
Germinated.
Yeah. But if you think about it, when you use it in your fridge and your freezer, you can't use chemicals inside there. You made a very good point
Did I?
of the seals.
Mark that one down. Oh, the seals. Yeah.
In the fridge where all the germs live. We've got a perfect tool for that, because now you can go all the way around the door seals without doing any damage. Because if you put chemicals on that, it's going to perish the rubber eventually.
Perish the rubber, yeah. Perish the thought.
Perish the thought.
I only make good points on Thursdays when I'm standing in for Sean and Hayley. I'll be back to my usual, totally useless self tomorrow.
Well, I like to know where I stand.
Good,
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So on goes the socket.
I don't know what's happened to me.
I love it. I love
it's
when
fine.
honestly, it's so funny when you get the giggles. I find that just very satisfying. It's almost like I get a glimpse of what you were like when you were a little girl. Were you a naughty little girl?
I was.
I thought you probably
I
were.
was always in trouble.
Uh-huh.
I was.
Yeah.
And it was never, honestly, it was never my fault. I was
No.
always, honestly, I was always in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, I was very naughty.
One thing you will notice, you know how well it cleans because you can smell the dirt that it picks up.
Can't you? Yeah.
You really can.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But everything goes onto the cloths. You throw the cloths in the washer. Please don't use any fabric conditioner, because that will stop them from being absorbent. If you do happen to wash them with that, just wash them again. That's all you need to do.
Without fabric stuff.
Without.
Yeah, it clogs the fibres. That's how it works.
It does, yeah. It just stops it. Like with all your towels. Oh, and when you first get it home, I would suggest you give them all a quick wash before you start to use them.
Yes, in
because
case,
that helps to kickstart.
They often have a manufacturer's bloom on all garments. In fact, if you buy
Yes.
new clothes, you're supposed to really clean them.
Yeah.
Because they have certain chemicals that they've used in treatment to make them.
Yes.
And you just need to wash them away.
This is your floor one.
Yeah.
But if you notice, we've got two types of microfiber.
Yep.
This one is your little scrubbing brush, if you like. So it's a different type of microfiber from this one. It's a little bit harsher, but it helps to get rid of the dirt. Also, you have got all the way round.
Yeah.
This is where you fix your cloths to. So
Yes,
it's not.
yes.
So it's
Hook
not.
and eye.
So it's not just a little tiny bit that you can see.
Yeah.
It's all the way around.
Also, that pattern that looks like Medusa's head.
Right.
That's their channels to make the steam go.
Exactly.
To distribute the steam. I've never
This is
seen
where
that
your
before.
steam comes through.
Yeah.
Okay. That keeps it concentrated, so it keeps the temperature up.
Yes.
And then all it does, it dissipates it around here and takes it
Amazing.
to all the different
What do you think of everything? Honestly, 'cause
do.
They specialise.
They do.
Oh, by the way, Bev, we forgot. Let's tell everybody about the white glove service they get with Pulte, shall we?
Oh, yes.
Always forget about this.
Yeah. honestly, if you have any problems with any of their products, you pick the phone up. They're based in Manchester in this country. They actually come to your house and pick your goods up. You don't struggle back to the post office or wherever with a big box like this. They'll come and collect it. They'll either exchange or repair it, and then they will get it home to you within 5 to 7 working days, not weeks.
Days.
And then,
So if they can't fix it, they just send you a new one.
yeah, absolutely.
If they can fix it, it's back within a week.
Yeah, that's it.
And after 2 years?
After 2 years, you've got the same service. The only difference being is you would have an estimate for that work to be done.
Right.
Now, I've been involved with poultry for getting on for 20 years now. That service has never altered.
No,
from
no.
the day
And that's
I
on
started.
any poultry product you buy.
Yeah,
Any.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Also on this one, you've got a little
extra
scrubbing
charge, by the way.
brush.
Yeah.
Nope, no extra charge.
Yeah.
Little scrubbing brush on the back of there if you've got really hard stains. But this is also doubles up as a wallpaper stripper. And so therefore you can fetch off up to 5 layers of wallpaper.
I do love a good wallpaper stripper. I used
Well,
to do
I
that
do.
when I was a kid. Because whenever we moved house, my dad, the first thing he'd do is knock out the chimney breasts, and then also he'd strip the
As you do.
wallpaper. As I used to joke when I was a kid, I used to spend most of my time working on breasts and strippers.
Very good.
See what I did there?
Right, oven. We've cleaned off. We've actually cleaned one side of this. So we're going to do a bit more now. Just to say that it just dissolves grease on contact. That's the main thing. You're not using chemicals. Spraying those things inside here where you're going to put your food.
Yeah, I know.
You know, that's not what you want, is it? You want something that's going to just naturally get rid of that dirt. And that's what steam does. It naturally gets rid of the dirt. And what do we say? It can move a train, it can move a stain.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the death of dirt.
Let me just wipe that away.
And yet we have a lovely clean pan.
Yes, there.
Yeah, there it is. Should we move over to the carpe?
Yes, very
Carpe
good.
diem, or to the tile?
Yeah,
We're doing a live walk.
tile?
No, we're not.
Where
We're
would
gonna
you
show,
like to
We'll
be?
show you a little summary.
Where are we going?
What do you want to do next? The tile?
Where's my
Mop?
mop and bucket gone?
It's right over there.
Oh, right. Well, I'll tell you what, then let's go to the
Let's go over here then.
first.
Okay.
Why not? Why not?
I am following you, Beverly.
Okay, so look at that.
Yes.
It's getting rid of all. Now
Great
that
for the
bit
hob.
I love. Yes.
And then you get love at the end.
You do.
Yeah.
Well,
Always,
steam makes you
always has
feel
a happy ending when you've finished and your loved ones come and give you a big hug.
You know, the thing is that you don't feel absolutely shattered by the time you finish.
Well,
that's
yeah.
why you get a good haul.
It is lightweight and easy to manoeuvre, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know, you're not having to go backwards and forwards to the kitchen and find another chemical. And how many chemicals would you need for this? You'd need something to clean the carpet.
Carpet shampoo, yeah.
Yes, then you'd need something to be able to do
Hard
the wooden
floor
floor,
cleaner,
because
yeah,
it wouldn't
yeah.
do that. And then the bathroom and the kitchen floor.
Yeah,
you
so
know,
that's 3 different types. So there's a tenner's worth of probably cleaning products right there.
absolutely.
So this is the thing, you start taking it off the price, but it doesn't take a lot
No.
before even what's in your cupboard now, if you were to add up how much it all cost, this machine will pay for itself
Yes.
in no time
yeah,
at all.
Yeah. Well, that's how I got into steam cleaning.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Many years ago, decided.
Not that many.
It is.
A few years ago.
A few years ago, I brought a chemical to do the shower floor, and then I thought, oh, save time, I'll spray the windows with another chemical inside the shower. The two had a bit of a reaction, and I was in the middle of it, and I was coughing and spluttering, had to go outside, and I just thought, no, there's got to be a better way to clean than me trying to kill myself at the same time.
Yeah. I did that once with some cleaning products and I got superpowers.
Oh, have you? Oh,
Yeah, yeah. I don't like to brag.
I know. I haven't. Oh, I just...
I did, it was in a laboratory. I mixed a few chemicals together.
did you?
We had a bit of lightning. Before you know
What
it.
can I say? Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that the other night when you changed.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, oh yeah,
Need your dress back though.
No problem, no problem.
That's fine.
I have to clean it first.
Oh. Keep it.
I use the steam cleaner, don't worry. Yeah.
But yeah, you know, this is what I say is it's a nicer way to clean.
Yes.
Because whatever you breathe in, it's going to
Yeah,
be
it don't
steam.
stink, it don't smell.
No.
And you know
Also,
it's
easy.
doing a better job,
Yeah.
frankly.
So we've got settings here, minimum, medium and maximum.
Yeah.
I would suggest you do your carpet with maximum because
Yes.
of the fibres.
Yep.
And you need to have that force of steam that's going to penetrate right the way down to the bottom of the carpet,
Yep.
not just on the top. Now, this takes 20 seconds to heat up, so we put it on. So now we're going to press, move it around to the maximum. That's it, we're ready to go, okay? You put your water in it. You don't need to put anything fancy in it other than that. You've got a carpet glider. Now what happens is it swells the carpet fibres open.
Yes.
It forces the dirt to the surface. And also it neutralises odours that's down there.
Now, what about with pet piddle?
With pet piddle, it will actually stop them returning to that same place.
Do they actually mark their territory, is that right?
Yes, that's how they do it.
And they use their wee-wee?
Yep, that's exactly what they do, especially cats.
So this will make them go, hang on, I could have sworn I had something over here that I owned, that I'd laid claim to.
But not now.
No.
So if you're puppy training or anything like that, if you've got an old animal that's, you know, unfortunately...
Seen better days.
Yep.
But because they'll reoffend, won't they?
Yeah, of course they will. They'll keep going by. But this will actually destroy the odour that's down there from the bacteria, and that way they won't go to reoffend.
Yeah.
Now, once you've gone and done all your carpets and things like that, you can take the carpet glider
I love
off.
It's got a little footy thing.
Yeah, no, I have to touch it
It's
at all.
It's a foot flipper.
A flip. Oh, try saying that. I want to try saying
Now,
that.
Bev.
Again. Yes.
I realise, you see, I am a creature of habit.
Right.
And many people are, so I totally get this. Even though I like to think I am very open-minded.
Right.
I try to try new things because I think it's important that you do, particularly when people tell me
Yes.
that this is a better way of doing whatever it is I've been doing previously the other way or a different way.
Okay.
But it's very hard to sometimes tell people that and have them give it a go. Like my son, for example, he's only 21, but sometimes I'll tell him, this is better, this is quicker, it's easy, and he'll still do it the way he's used to.
Yes.
And I think that's just because people are just used to their own
Creature
sort of
of
creatures
habit.
of habit, as I
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
And I'm not criticising that. But it's, there's a story you tell about when they pitted chemical cleaning products, was it in a hospital or something?
Oh,
and
in
steam.
a care home, yeah.
So tell us about, just to prove which one is actually better.
Right, what they did is they cleaned the care home. I think it was 11 beds. I can't quite remember. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was about 11 beds, and they cleaned this care home, as they would do with the cleaners.
Yeah.
They went in with a special UV light, which picked up all the bacteria that they'd missed.
Yes.
And what they'd done is they literally spread the bacteria. You could see the cloth marks in the
Wow.
bathroom where they'd wiped it.
Really?
Yep, and with the floor you could see the shape of where the mop had been.
Yeah.
So then Pulte gave them the steam cleaner and they said, would you clean that same area with the steam? So they went in and they cleaned it with the steam cleaner. And this is no word of a lie. They went straight back in with the UV light. They could not see one speck of dirt.
And that UV light shows up, as you probably know from CSI and NCIS, which I was in a couple of, by the way. I was, yeah. But that shows up biological material.
Yes, it does.
So blood, bodily fluids,
absolutely.
dirt, germs, all
Everything.
that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
absolutely.
I mean, steam is better than chemical. It just is.
And
It just is. I mean, I'm sorry, but
And they spent, I can't remember how much the exact amount was, but £1,000 a year on cleaners and cleaning material.
Sure.
So what they did, they brought 3 of the big steam cleaners to replace all the chemicals.
Yeah.
And now the cleaners use that.
Well, I was going to say, if you run a business, if you are a professional cleaner or you have a professional cleaning business with a team of cleaners, invest in one of these and they're not going to have to go out and buy all these chemicals.
not at
And also,
all.
I've noticed because I don't Airbnb exactly.
Yeah.
Motels, hotels.
Yeah, guest houses.
Bed and breakfast. You know,
Yeah.
regular bed and breakfast, not
Yeah.
just the air bed and breakfast.
No.
But I've noticed also that a lot of cleaning companies now,
Yes.
because I've got to the point where I just don't have time to clean my flat, and it's just
No.
so I'm going to
No.
get some people in to do it. But they're one of their big sort of advertisements, the selling points for a lot of cleaning companies is that they are chemical free.
Yeah.
Because people are becoming very, very aware of the environment.
Yeah.
They are becoming aware of their health and what some of these cleaning products that we would huff these things back in the day. Oh, that doesn't matter if we breathe that in. It's all good. Put hairs on your chest, that kind of thing. Not if you're a lady, I
don't want
suppose.
hairs on
No,
your chest.
well, no. So this is, it is a much
Mother
more
Nature.
environmental way of
Yeah.
dealing with cleaning.
It
It's
is.
much kinder. But the fact is, you see, look, I'll be honest with you. I'm all for the environment, but if using the traditional way is better than using the environmental way, I'm going to be tempted to use the traditional way.
Yes.
But it's not. It's the other way around. The environmental way in this particular instance is the better way. It does the better job,
And don't forget, this really was the first thing, because it's Mother Nature,
Yeah,
and
she
she
invented
knows a
steam.
thing or two.
She does.
And that's what we say is, the thing is, you've probably had steam mops in the past where they've overwet the floors, and you just thought to yourself is, well, that was a total and utter waste of money. Well, I'm sorry, and I don't want me to be rude, but you hadn't got the right steam cleaner.
Well, do you remember? Okay, so should we talk about this briefly because it's a good
Yes.
point. Because when Pulte came out with all the original Steam Clean products, which became a huge hit, and again, that first channel I worked for, and I was one
Yeah.
of the first presenters to present those products to the public, they took the country by storm. Suddenly everybody was using steam. The press went mad about steam cleaning, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, of course, all of the cheap knockoffs started coming out.
Yep.
All of the cheap infomercial, £30 now, but
Yeah.
but wait, don't call, or call in the next 10 minutes, we'll give you 50 of them.
Yes.
But
None of them
so,
any good.
but wait, there's more. If you call in the next 25 minutes, we'll give you another 50 and a small cherub.
Yes.
We'll also give you money for life. No.
Yeah.
And so people tried them, were disappointed. It created a really bad taste in people's mouths.
Yes. Yeah.
But they forget those, and that's because the boilers were in the wrong place. The steam wasn't hot enough.
Just a kettle on.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
These are professional. I consider them. Well, I guess prosumer at this level.
Yes.
They are top quality from Pulte, from the original company that started it all.
Yes.
So these actually do work properly. They don't dribble on your
Nope.
carpet. They don't overwet your floors. And
Nope.
the boiler is right by the floor, so you're getting superheated dry steam. It has to be 120 degrees, right,
Yes.
for it to kill the germs.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can claim this one does it.
We do.
It does.
And the thing is,
And there's
this one
proof.
will not overwet your floors.
No.
And as I say, you can use it on your sealed wooden floors, okay? Also, as I've said before, if you want to polish your floor, put some beeswax on the bottom of the cloth, steam it through the cloth. You will polish the floor at the same time. You also send a beautiful fragrance around your home. Now, that has been sanitised
Yes.
from start
Can you
to
sanitise me? I don't think that's possible.
I don't think you'd stand 120 degrees. So we've done carpets, we've done the sealed wooden floors. Now ceramic, because that's the thing. We have so many different types of floors in our home these days that you've got an array of things to have to clean them. But what I want you to have a look at, now we did this right at the top of the show.
Yes.
We did a line through with the steam cleaner. Can you see how this one has dried? That is the chemical residue of what we use.
Yes, which is
Okay.
all sticky, attracting dirt.
Well, you'd have
Dust.
to polish that, so you do that floor
Well, yeah.
twice. wouldn't
Yeah, you got to go
you
over it
know?
twice.
So you're going to go over it twice. Now, the state of this mop, I mean, I'm not surprised it don't walk back into the kitchen on its own, to be quite honest.
I hate they scare me, mops, because
Oh.
they're just, the minute you use them, even brand new after the first use,
Yep.
you want to avoid them like the plague,
Yeah,
don't you?
you do. And honestly and truthfully, it's the only time I've ever used a mop is when I come here.
Is that really?
Yeah,
Really? Yeah.
honestly, yeah.
Because Bev knows best. Listen, Bev gets to try every cleaning product you can imagine, because you've done. Well, weren't you talking about the other day that you were Anthea Turner? I mean, you used to do reviews on
I did,
TV
yeah.
show.
I
You've
have.
been there, seen it, done it for years.
I have, and there's a lot
Were
of
you on
them.
this morning? Pebble
no,
Mill
I
or
haven't
something?
actually. No, I'm sure. I'll go and wait.
Get you on.
I can wait for the call. You never know.
Now this floor is tiled. If you've
Yep.
got, you know, a home, a caravan, a motorhome, a shed, a lodge, maybe your lodge is tiled.
Yeah, but that part of that floor is just that strip there. That's the only part that's been sanitised. The rest has just had the dirt moved around the floor.
Yeah.
Now, even if you've just brought yourself one brand new mop, as soon as you put it back in that water, that's it, it's contaminated.
Yes, yes.
This is starting to dry, so it's proving it's not overwet.
And I'd eat my dinner off that, but I sure as heck wouldn't eat it off anywhere else.
Not at all, no. But that was one. So we've wiped it over. Then we'd have to go and do the towel dance to dry it. So that's twice
Shimmy,
I've
shimmy,
wiped
shake,
over
shake.
it. Yeah. Then you walk on it and it's like walking on crisps because
Well,
shoes fit to
what
it.
did you get? What did your mum shout at you in the old days? And same with me.
Don't go on my floor.
Yeah. Stay, keep off my floor.
Eh.
Apart from anything else, it's blooming dangerous.
Well, they are. But look.
When I mop my bathroom floor, the times I've almost slipped over.
Yes.
But it's dangerous because you've got to be careful in the bathroom. Yeah.
Of
Most
course.
domestic accidents happen in the bathroom.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can fall over anyway. I don't need to be in the bathroom. But anyway, there you go.
It's funny enough at weekends that happens to me. No, not weekend, not anymore because I work here.
No, that's
No,
true, yeah.
no.
What can I say?
Nothing at all.
No.
Except buy this.
Buy this.
Yes.
Buy this fantastic price. I have to say that price is exceptionally good to say.
Yes, it is.
You've got all the accessories with it.
All of them.
So if you think you can do all in your kitchen, all your bathroom, in your lounge, in your bedrooms, you can do your mattress, your curtains, your floors, your windows, your wardrobes. Just using Mother Nature, the power of steam.
You'd be a great presenter. Do you want to present the next bit?
But shall we go to the eye?
Yeah. Do you want to throw to? Yeah. Do you want to tell them that we've got
What we've got?
Freeview 89?
We've got Freeview 89. You've got to watch that. I'm on it for a start. I mean, you know, what can I say?
Shop on TV also broadcasts every day from midnight to 6 p.m. on Freeview Channel 89, with an even wider range of must-have products at market-beating prices. So, check your electronic program guide for the latest show schedule and tune in daily to grab the offers while they're still available. There's more to see with Shop on TV. At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1 and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at ShopOnTV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
And you have to beat it until it's bright pink.
Oh, do you? And then
yeah.
does it fall off after that?
No. Then you can. It's just much more pliable.
Oh, I like them pliable. Yeah.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
Oh, hello.
We were just talking about.
talking.
Generally about stuff, weren't we?
We were,
We were talking about the
yes.
fix-its.
Yes. Yeah, and they get very pink and very pliable, apparently.
If you start with the pink one, if you've got a green one, they stay green.
Oh, yeah.
You have to heat them up.
And you never ever want a blue one with pink spots because honestly,
No, that's not a good sign, is it?
No, it's not.
Good.
Anyway. I don't know why I'm
I think
ironing
we've become
board.
delirious.
Is it? Well,
It's the time of day. I've been up since about 10 o'clock this morning, and
yeah.
I'm
I know.
like,
It's me. I think it's the weather.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is with me.
It was so nice today. I was in Primrose Hill
Oh, were
having
you?
dinner with our boss.
Ah,
and,
right.
it was just beautiful out. It really was.
Is it nice?
Yeah, it was very nice.
I was actually
Westfield.
sitting on my garden swing with the cat.
Were you?
I was, yeah. That's what's
Oh,
done it.
I love a
It's
good
because I've
swing.
sat down.
Love swinging.
I love my swing.
Honestly.
I love it.
Yeah. Is it? Can you go quite high on it?
Well, high enough for me. These
I used to
days.
get really high on the swings at the
Oh, I love swings.
You know, they'd go quite, I mean, almost to the point of,
Right,
some people
right,
used to
right.
go all the way round. You know.
Oh, those were the days.
Oh, I know.
You went
Be young
home when
again.
it was dark, or rather you was hungry, whichever came first.
I've had a good go, but I've learned lots of things not to do next time round. So I would love another chance, a do-over.
I do over.
do-over.
Yes,
Yeah,
a do over. Yes.
One of the things I
One
would've
thing
done-
I learnt is don't walk on a little tiny wooden thing like that and fall off and smash your nose on a stone garden tub.
Right, yeah.
Don't do that.
I
Hang
would have learned don't ever buy anything other than a steam generator iron.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, that's always a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. and
Shall I
never
tell
would
you
have-
why?
Never would have sold my flat in Kew Gardens either, because it would have been...
Oh, no.
Oh, anyway.
Never mind.
But let's go back to
Right.
let's go back to the idea of the steam generator
Speaking
iron.
of nostalgia, okay.
There he is.
This is, she's 34, my daughter. And I brought this when she was having her. So it's 34-year-old, okay? So it's fine Italian knit and it's got little tiny sugar beads on. So you can imagine how many times this was washed and ironed over the time. So now obviously it's resigned to the work, but it still looks as good as new. The sugar beads are still on. They're not on the base of the
Because when you
iron.
iron normally, that's actually with a hot iron, you're potentially destroying the fabric
Of
over
course,
time, a little
yeah,
bit
you
every
are.
time.
It's
like
friction.
it's like it's got 100 lives, and you're using one life every time you iron it.
Yeah.
With this, it actually helps to prolong the life of
It
the
does.
garment,
It doesn't put it out of shape.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, eventually it'll come back in fashion and I'll be able to wear it again. But
Yeah.
But this is what happens is, you know, you have clothes these days, whether you've gone to one of these places, you know, which I do, supermarkets and areas like that have one or two nice things.
Yeah.
And you don't pay a lot of money for them. And you think, well, they're not going to last long. But when you're using your steam generator iron,
Yeah.
you're not using all that high heat, creating friction.
Yeah.
So you're not damaging the fibres.
Especially, I mean, you know, ladies, I suppose it's true for guys as well. If you can buy expensive suits,
Of course.
but I never forget when I was on the Fulham Road and someone I was dating a long time ago, and we were going to a fancy ball, and so I bought her a dress, and I think it was something like £1,000 or something. It was something stupid. I mean, you know, the dresses can. Is that not normal? Is the dresses not
that's
normally
not
cost
normal.
that? Oh,
No.
oh, okay.
No.
All right. She did look very good in it, I have to say. It was worth £1,000. Yeah, we broke up shortly after that. And I kept the dress. I actually did.
Did you keep the
Couldn't
dress?
part because I had such a wonderful memory of her wearing it. I didn't want to.
I didn't want
Thought
to
of her wearing it with somebody else.
Of
Did not
course.
please me.
No.
So it was just.
Where now you
stupid.
would keep the iron and in part of...
You can keep the dress out of the iron instead.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, you see, you do say.
I only date people now for their irons.
Right, garments like this, I mean, it would be an absolute nightmare because of all the pleats that's in it. We've got pin tucks under the arms.
Yeah.
And a lot of fabrics and stuff now. I mean, some of them you've never heard of. But if you're not careful, because they've got lycra and things in, it can easily melt with irons
Yeah.
that are too hot.
Oh, have you ever done that where you put your iron on something and you lift it up and you can see you've just melted a great big hole in it?
Yeah.
It's like, oh no.
But look, how quick and easy was that? And
They
the
use
creases-
they use these on because there's a show I watch called Below Deck, and there are lots
Right.
of different versions of this show, and I love it. And it's about it follows the crew on luxury yachts,
Ah, right.
and
okay.
they use these steam generator irons because if they have passengers coming on board who are paying crazy money,
Mega.
I mean, they leave tips of $20,000 to $30,000. So imagine what they're paying for the actual
Where
2
do
or
I
3
sign
day
up?
cruise. Well, I know. If I was young, I would have absolutely done that. And it's the same production company that did the reality show I starred in years ago in the States.
Right.
So I know the guy who created the show very well, but I'm too old now to run around on a yacht. But they use steam generator irons because if you have the people who bring these I mean, £1,000 dress is nothing compared to what some of these ladies are bringing on board. And if they melt them, as happened on one, you know, one occasion, it was a big to do. So they have the steam generator ovens because they can't melt the garments.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. My daughter was a bridesmaid, and I took my iron to the wedding, and I ended up doing the bride and the bridesmaids.
I bet. Well, I was going to say, because bridesmaids' dresses, you talk about things coming back in fashion. If you keep them, eventually they could be repurposed as other dresses. In fact, that was the point I was trying to make with the £1,000 dress. Is that, you know, ladies, you spend a lot of money on a dress and you may only wear it once.
Yes.
You know, whereas if you keep it long enough where it can kind of, everyone's forgotten that you've worn it before, then, you know, steam iron, bring it back to life. It's almost like the kiss of life, isn't it?
Yeah.
The elixir of life for garments.
Yeah.
Polty.
I mean, that happens every year with my husband's dinner suit. Comes out. Yeah.
Well, my parents had a wedding business. We had in North London when I was a kid growing up, called Brides and Grooms, and it was a one-stop wedding shop. So every single part, everything, the whole wedding, you could do through us. And so ironing, I mean, ironing bridesmaids' dresses and steaming wedding dresses and all that kind of stuff was a sort of part and parcel. But if you've got any kind of business that involves any kind of garments, if you're a dressmaker, if you're a seamstress or seamster, any tailor, a tinkerer, a soldier, a sailor, whatever. Everybody needs a steam cleaner. I mean, what do you call it? A steam iron. Sorry.
Behave. In fact, we at Polty have sold an awful lot of irons to the army.
I bet not costumes. What are they called? Uniforms. I was a sergeant in the Combined Cadet Force when I was at school.
Yeah,
I was.
Very good.
And we were non-commissioned officers, but if we went to army bases, any real army people who weren't non-commissioned officers, we were technically above them in rank, even though we were schoolboys.
Really?
Teenagers, yeah.
No,
they used to call us sir.
To do.
What's
I
that one?
wanted to fly a Spitfire.
Oh, I've always wanted to fly, A Spitfire.
I have flown a plane.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, did you do lessons?
I've been for a lesson.
You didn't just get in a plane randomly and just take off?
No. I could do now.
Yeah, I wish I could fly.
I wish I could do, a Spitfire.
Way up in the sky, but I can't.
No.
You can. I can't.
Oh.
Do you remember Orville?
I do. I've got his jacket here.
Have you?
Yeah.
No wonder he was cold.
Do you want to have a look at him?
Yes.
Where are you, Orville? Come on.
Those were simpler times when it came to entertainment for children, weren't they?
He's got somewhere. He's probably
Oh,
gone to
where's
bed.
Orville gone?
Where's Orville gone?
Where's Orville?
Oh, he's here, look. Come here.
Oh, that's his jacket.
Yeah, a bit of it.
A bit of
I'll
it.
just show you that, linen, you know. Yeah.
Have you been cutting up Orville's jacket?
Yes, I have.
It looks like you've murdered a Muppet.
I have. No. Just borrowed him. I've got to give it him back when I get home. You see, just to prove to you that this salt plate is a lot cooler than a normal iron. Okay?
It's cool, but it's also
Five
cool.
times more steam. That's
than
what
any
gets rid of creases.
iron on the market.
Yep. That's what gets rid of the...
Did you see the fibres stand up there? Can we do that again? Please, can we do that again and see if Uncle Kieran can get the camera in real close?
Morning, Uncle Kieran.
Right, so now we are flattening.
So
now
we're
Oh, hello.
flattening it.
We'll just,
Can you see?
any second. Hold on. Here we go.
Yeah. You're right, Uncle Kieran.
So those are flat, aren't they?
They're flat.
Now just we'll hold the steam over the top. Don't touch. The fibres are just standing up like they're excited to see me. It's like they've got
Isn't that brilliant?
goosebumps.
Do, 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 do.
I mean, I've not seen that demonstration before. That's phenomenal. Just goes to show what the steam does.
It's lovely. Come on.
Brings your fabrics back to life. It's alive.
It's alive. It's alive. Oh, I know.
I used to love Frankenstein films when I was a kid.
Yes.
The old black and whites. And
Yes. What was his name, though, God?
Boris Karloff.
No, after him. I'm too young
Really?
for Boris Karloff. Yeah.
You're too young for Boris Karloff.
Yeah.
Too young for Boris Karloff.
Yes, I didn't see Boris Karloff. It was another one. What was his name?
Oh, I see what you mean. Too young for
Yeah.
Robert De Niro.
Who? No.
Who played Frankenstein? Other than you?
Oh, it was black and white.
Oh, it was black. Lon Chaney. Who else played Frankenstein?
No, after Lon Chaney. Yeah.
I don't know who followed in that. Do you know Boris Karloff went to the
He
same...
was he played a judge in my brother Vinny.
My cousin Vinny.
My cousin Vinny.
Oh, you're talking about... No, you're talking about the Munsters. That's... what's his face?
Oh, close.
Yeah, you're talking about Herman Munster.
Oh, yeah, I used to love that.
Boris Karloff went to... I went to the same school as him.
Did you?
I did, yeah.
Oh, I didn't think you were that old.
Well, not at the same time. Cheeky monkey. I had a lot of famous people at my school. Yeah.
Did you tell him?
Yeah.
I did. Most of them were...
Well, my dad decided that he wanted me to go to a posh school, so he
right.
basically bankrupted himself to give me the education that I then didn't
We had a
use.
lot of famous people at our school. Most of them are still behind bars. Could you just hold that for me, just there? Thank you. Can you remember what...
When you say behind bars, you mean they're putting pints or they're serving time?
No, they're serving time, yeah. we had a beautiful piano, right?
Yeah.
And there was all told that we got to have an assembly and sing in the morning. So we came back and somebody had carved, well, something not very pleasant in the hole of the piano and painted the word cold it's all over the room.
Oh dear.
That's the kind of school I went to.
The one famous person who was, I remember, I think was actually there when I was there, although he was in younger years, is Riz Ahmed. He was he's a famous Hollywood actor.
Oh, I probably know him,
Yeah.
his face, but anyway, I'm just showing you that you
Now I'm just name dropping.
I'm just showing you that you can do it from, you know.
You can do it from behind the cloth as well. Beverly, you're going to get me into trouble. Stop it now.
Oh dear. It's time
See,
I
when I'm
went
tired,
home.
my brain doesn't filter as well.
Oh, I get really mischievous when I'm tired. I'm very
Yes. Well, I wish if only we could do the adult version of this show. No, this is not the adult version, for the record. No,
No, this isn't.
this is definitely not. No.
Right. Oh, look.
We're all very friendly. This is what's really weird about this place, because we're such a small team. We're all really good friends, you know. So we do have a bit of a giggle when we. It's not really like coming to work. I suppose it is, but you know, in a sense that we are working. But and admittedly, all I've got to do is sit down and talk for a couple of hours, whereas everybody else actually does real work, you know. But I forget where I am sometimes.
We just hope, you know, that we make you smile.
Yeah. Well, I never understood who thought shopping was supposed to be serious.
No.
I mean, it's retail therapy. It should be fun.
Absolutely.
Life's too short. Do you know what? The world seems so angry these days. Nobody seems to have or very few people have a sense of humour about anything.
I know, they don't.
You've got to laugh. If you can't laugh, then you might as well give up.
I know, exactly. It's that keeps you going, isn't it? Yeah.
And that's why I've given up. No, and Gemma, and she's a stand-up comedian.
I've always found her hilarious, haven't we, sweetheart?
Oh, she's amazing, Gemma.
Just, did you blink? Don't blink.
They've just gone, and we've disinfected the front of the television as well. I love it.
So quick. So you see, I've done off my ironing while you've just been.
What else you got? What's really, really... What have we never seen? What have we never managed to get to in your pile?
I don't know.
Because we've never got to the bottom of Bev's pile. What's at the bottom of your pile?
You're not getting anywhere near the bottom of my pile. Thank you very much.
All right, then. You say, if you say so.
Don't know.
You are the queen after all.
Well, I think this is the worst one.
What on earth is that?
It's like a twill. It's
A twill?
Twill.
Okay.
Do they call it twill?
I don't know.
It's so rigid, it's horrible.
Is it?
Yeah, you won't want to wear that up because it's...
Not like that, I wouldn't, no.
No, but you might have it as a scorpion. Take
All right,
me
let's
out.
move away from the uniforms. Bev likes a man in uniform.
I do. Oh, no. Try not to sound so enthusiastic, Beverly.
Yeah, good old Lloyd. He's gonna
I'm
get
be
into
in so much trouble.
What kind of uniform does Lloyd wear?
I'm not telling you.
Batman, isn't it?
It was once in the RAF.
Oh, did you used to cut the rug when he was in his uniform?
It did, yes.
I can just imagine that. They were good times.
Oh.
I want to go back to the times just before iPhones.
Yes.
If I had a time machine, I'd do the 70s. Well, the 70s I was only like a toddler. I don't really remember, but I'd do the 80s and 90s over and over again. I just love them.
I
Gemma
was
just
a
said-
teenager in the 70s.
Gemma said she'd go back in time, buy the first edition iPhone and not take it out the wrapper because apparently they're worth about 50 grand now. You know, I'd go back in time and I'd invent the iPhone.
Yeah.
Now, I know that would create an alternate reality, but that's fine because in that alternate reality, I'd be very wealthy.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Have you brought the iron? Let me know.
Oh, sorry, I just realised we're on telly, aren't we? And we're
Let me know how you get
genuinely got into that. And sorry, you can't hear what these lovely people are saying. I completely got sidetracked there.
About
That's very
something
unusual.
about plant pot on your head.
They're just talking about what they'd do if they had what would you do if you had a time machine? Kieran was saying that he'd just put the money into stocks and things like that.
I'd go back and see.
Gemma would avoid a lot of men, and when she says a lot of men, I think she means a lot. She's like no. Paul, honestly, Gemma has had the same sort of success it seems with dating as I've had.
Oh.
Yeah, which is unbelievable because she's a very attractive and intelligent person.
Oh well, you see, that's it.
Although I got a great kid out of one of my relationships, so.
Yes, she have. He's a lovely lad.
All she's got is a dog. She's got a what?
A what dog?
A three-toed
Oh,
dog.
a three-toed dog.
What's a three-toed? Oh, three-toed.
Toad.
I'm thinking of toes. Because he lost a toe. Yeah, he did lose a toe.
Oh, he did lose a toe. Yeah.
Yeah. Do
I've
they
got-
normally have 4 toes then? Oh, I don't know. I've never counted a dog's toes.
Oh, there
Apparently
you
he's
go.
from Peterborough, so that could affect the
Does
number of
that make
toes
a
that he has. I don't know.
The- the-
Peterborough dogs may be reared differently. That was Gemma that said that, not me.
Anyway, if anybody's interested.
Don't carry on. It's only
I'm
because we've
just
got a
gonna
few
do-
minutes left.
I'm just gonna do-
I've lost the will to iron, Bev.
I've lost the will to live half an hour ago.
Show us your baby clothes.
Oh.
Oh,
look-
that's
look at-
lovely. I've not seen that before, and it's got loads of little twinkly
Yeah,
bits on
look
it,
at
hasn't
this
it?
little baby.
Oh, I
Oh.
wish you could see this. You
I
know,
want to show you.
we used to have a camera above all of this stuff, so you could
Yeah.
see down and. We'll work on it in our other studio. We've got it, but we're not in our other studio, so.
Look.
I want another child. I really do. I want a daughter.
Don't look at me.
Well, no.
Thank you. I've been there, done that.
No, I know. I loved being a dad, although I have to say I did have it very easy. What I do, no, I still love. I mean, I still do love my child. Let me just, for the record, make that clear. But I loved just the whole when he was, you know, from a baby, basically from about a year and a half for the rest of his life has just been amazing. You know,
The
all they do is
greatest
poo and
achievement,
eat.
aren't
And yeah, yeah.
They are, well, it's my
I was-
greatest
yeah.
achievement. Yeah. Yes, it's lovely.
Now he just, you see, you don't get the trouble with once they turn 21 and have their own thoughts and opinions. You don't get the same love back, you see. You know, it's a different kind of love.
21. Mine was 2, and she had an opinion.
Oh, really? Really?
Oh, she was a
Oh, California.
She was a sassy little madam,
Oh,
but I love her to bits.
yeah.
She's getting married, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations.
And we said yes to the dress.
Have you?
Has to be working till I'm 90.
Are you going to be steaming it?
I'm going to be what?
Steaming it?
I'm not. I'm going to
No?
have a day off. I'm going to give somebody
Mom,
else
my
the
dress
iron.
is wrinkled. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
You'll be 10 or 5 glasses of champagne down at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Bottles
Obviously,
or
Bev
glasses.
always drinks responsibly. I just want to state that for them.
I do.
Yeah.
I never spill a drop. Look at that. Just done a T-shirt with a print on it.
California.
California,
I must visit California at some point.
Yeah, I'd like to visit that California.
Have you not been?
No, not California, no.
Ah, which part of California would you like to visit? It's a large state.
Which? I'd like to go to round the studios,
Los Angeles?
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes.
Then I shall give you the real tour of Los Angeles.
Oh, will you? Because I am very interested in old Hollywood.
Ah, well then that. I'll tell you what. I'll show you that you'll love.
Right.
If you love really old Hollywood.
I do. Yeah.
Do you remember the episode of Laurel and Hardy where they pushed the piano?
Yes.
I will
Yes.
take you to those steps.
Will you? Oh, fabulous! Yes, I love anything like that.
There's loads of good old Hollywoods. And I'll take you to the Chateau Marmont for dinner,
Oh.
which is where all the old Hollywood stars and starlets
Used to go?
live. It's a
Yeah.
hotel, but also has private residences. And one of the penthouse has a 1,500 square foot balcony. And they used to have many parties out there with all of the sort of every name you could imagine from the old days of black and white.
Now that's where I would go back to if I had a time machine.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, same. I really would. Yeah.
I would go back to.
I missed Hollywood. I went out there too late because the industry has changed. I should have gone out there in my 20s. That's my only sort of regret because
Yeah.
I messed around in my 20s and I got to Hollywood by the time I was 30. And once you hit 30, you're too established, you know, or you're too old, really, actually. So it's harder to kind of get established. But if you're in your 20s, they give you an opportunity because you're not old enough to have really any kind of a CV. You know
No,
what I
of
mean?
course not. So they give you that.
And in the old days, that was the old days of Hollywood and the heyday of movies. So you started, you went in and got a class, you got an agent, you did a couple of bit parts, then they gave you a bit more, and then you graduated to a series regular. And so there was a path, there was a career trajectory.
Yes.
But by the time I got there, that was already starting to go away as the sort of, and now there is no traditional way to make it in Hollywood anymore.
No.
In fact, Hollywood is a ghost town. It's not even the hub of production that it used to be. It's a dive now, it really is.
Oh dear.
All the production's moving over here. They just in Reading, they just finished, they completed construction on a new studio complex, 18 sound stages, 2 of them the largest in Europe, I think, if not the world.
Oh, gracious me.
Yeah. Sorry, you shouldn't get me started on film. And I'm passionate about it.
I love anything like that. I really do.
Yeah, but we've proven the iron works. We've shown what
we
it does.
have.
So I think a little Hollywood talk is
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
What would you have been? Would you like to have been an actress when you in Hollywood or?
Comedy, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Stand up or a comedic actress?
No, comedian actress.
Comedic actress, yeah.
I would like to do something. When I was younger.
Well, why? It's never too late to start.
I can't remember my lines. I can barely remember to come here. Anything else? I'm not joking. Some days.
That's why you have assistants.
I need an
You never forget.
I love him to bits.
I love you to bits as well. My son loves you too. He's always asking after you and Lloyd, and he loves. You've created an opportunity for me to say the following words I never thought I'd say. My 21-year-old son loves ironing.
Blimey.
We both get a kick out of ironing. We
Yeah,
do. Bev,
yeah.
thank you so much. I really
Always
I've
a
loved,
pleasure,
always a
my
pleasure.
darling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mwah. And thank you very much to you. Mwah. And so I will be with you again tomorrow night and the night after and the night after that. And I think the night after that, Sunday night into Monday, is thee and I.
I've got you something nice on Sunday night.
Oh, and we're not going to tell you what it is because
No.
we don't have time. So anyway, stay tuned. We will see you again very soon. From us, now, bye.
Bye.